All right, let's get some a background on what we did last time. So last time on D&D, I think that's when we actually got to Hayes. Yes. So you arrived on the islands and you started walking around the little town on the main island. And not long after that, you found a little island that was called the Island of the Gods, or Isle of the Gods. And everybody wanted to go there really badly, especially Van.
This is like the story of those guys who went on that boat and got stranded on that island and leave.
Except everybody was.
So
I was talking about the one who turned people into pigs.
Van used magic to get onto the isle and didn't really learn anything other than the fact that they were hunting. He tried walking out and then leaving, but he was told that everyone was supposed to be searching for him, but he was disguised as one of them. And so he bolted and ran, and someone chased him down and fell into, I think, when he tried to change his appearance, and then they realized it was him. And then he got arrested and taken to the tower in the middle of town and thrown into the cellar. I did not say locked in the cellar, just thrown in the cellar.
Yeah, I picked that up on it.
The rest of the group went to the mage area and didn't get any useful information because they basically just said, we don't know anything. We're not.
Wow, that went like 20 feet.
You basically got the impression that Rinlith was a more accomplished mage than all of them, and realized that you were probably not going to get a whole lot of help. Yeah, and so then you guys went to the tower and had a short discussion with the priest guard there, and at some point in time during that exchange, you discovered that Van was locked in the basement. You paid the fee to get Van out. Then you rented a room at the local tiny inn. Then suddenly, for some reason, you decided to hire a ferry and go to one of the other islands. And you also did a little bit of walking around the island, trying to follow Celia's directional compass.
I just had an epiphany. I'm pretty sure Van's a virgin.
Why did that just pop up?
I don't know.
Why do we care?
It's just, I was just like, this poor guy's never been laid his entire life. He's going to die tonight.
Should have been better friends with him.
It worked out for regular.
That could have been two birds, one stone.
Could have been four birds, one stone.
Oh, I wish that had gone differently almost. Now, Van is hopelessly in love with a cleric of the god of lust. Oh, he'd convert. If she was good, I'm pretty sure. In any case, sorry. Totally derailed.
I mean, out of character, thing happened to Bag.
So, is Redlith cool with Van dates his sort of weird ex?
And out of character, Lilithana didn't do any advances towards Renlith except for his lying.
Oh my god, she wasn't trying to charm Renlith, she was hitting on me the entire time.
But no, she was trying to charm all of you.
That's why.
She's really into furries.
Hey! Oh, that's awful. Poor guy. Poor Furball.
See, she's the kind of girl that she needs the abusive relationship.
That explains the fascination with Renlith.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, wow, that got off topic badly.
Yeah.
All right, so back to almost finishing summing up the game. You guys got to the Isle of Fog. Your ferrymen left, and you hiked inland, and eventually you came upon an ancient structure. Inside that ancient structure, you found a number of runes from what is most likely the ancient Elvish language that none of you can read very well.
How have we not found a translation book?
You went through a bunch of doors, and then you ended up in a room or opening a door to a large room with a giant celestial winged lion. It could speak common, and it stated that only one who was worthy could enter the room. And by luck of the draw and alignment checks, we learned that Taylor was deemed worthy, Joe was deemed worthy, and he...
Taylor is definitely not worthy.
So Joe went into the room, and after a roundabout discussion with the celestial lion thing, he took the stone from the lion, and then the lion disappeared. So Joe is now in possession of a white runed stone that is apparently magical in some way, and from deduction and what you've learned, one of the keys to opening up basically the location you're...
Hey Joe, do you want to trade stones? I'll give you the one that's floating around my head for that one.
What does that do? Stores its filth?
No, you never have to eat or drink.
Unless you want to.
Sounds horrible.
We don't have to. I mean, I still do. I mean, I eat a lot, but I feel like this is mocking people. Like Van's sitting in a tavern with what clearly an island stone floating around his head. They don't know it doesn't mean he doesn't have to eat, but it does, and he's still stuffing his face. I don't have to eat, but I get to, right?
That's the definition of a glutton.
Oh no! Yes, that's correct. Oh, poor man, a virginous glutton. Oh, that made it worse.
Some of those are...
Yes. I have to say that Minotaur has become one of my
Wait, does he
favorite...
also break
characters.
This one's yours too, isn't it?
Oh, I've been looking for that. Thank you. Yes.
So take both of those tonight.
Well, this is yours.
I made it specifically for you.
Oh, well, thank you. I love it.
Did you ask a question, Taylor?
I promise I won't repeat it.
I mean, doesn't Dan also play
Cutting out, dude.
Play what? Play one?
games
Oh.
with
Dice.
Dice?
dice?
I mean, he has runestones. He doesn't have gaming dice. That's silly as, like, he doesn't actually have dice. He has, like, sacred runestones that he uses to commune with his god. And Celia calls them his funny gaming dice.
I've had her call them dice so much that I forgot you don't have dice.
Yeah, I don't actually have dice. I have runestones that are carved out of bone.
I love how she's convinced everyone, too, that you have gaming dice and you're a
Like,
gambler.
He doesn't own, I don't think he's gambled once. Maybe once? I don't think it's ever happened.
That's a sign of an excellent NPC when they're convincing the other players.
Right? They're like, yeah, those are holy.
They're bones, they're not dice.
Right? Apparently we're
I got the stone, guys.
Okay.
Should we hide it? Should we like put it in a creature so that only a certain alignment can grab it? That way the enemy can't get it.
Well, why don't you put it in you?
Yeah.
Your prison pocket.
In your prison pocket. The elves have elves have like a
I don't know if
flask,
you guys
right?
see my inventory sheet, but there's no backpack. There's a lot of stuff.
it's a bag of holding. It's an anus of holding.
Oh, extra butt.
And yes,
What is gross?
extra dimensional butt. Oh, that's the greatest thing I've heard in D&D in quite some time.
At first it was a curse, but now
Yep. So I guess we're all together. Renlith would just turn to Cillian and be like, so is this one of the pieces that you were sensed?
That was the only magic I sensed here, so yes.
Great.
But it's not the strong one that was further.
That was further north.
She points east. That way.
Her out of
East
here.
of fog.
Understudy van.
Stand in. Stunt double.
Understudy.
Stunt
oh yeah,
double.
did we make it to a coast? And she's like, we have to keep going. And we're like, God damn it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
Yeah, a little further
And
northeast,
east
but
of this.
Where did you get the mod?
I don't remember. But
I think I
looked
had
up,
the same.
Force
skills.
Guardian is what it was. Force Guardian with staff.
And it had the ears and everything?
I didn't. It's a fake. It's a Furbolg. It's definitely cool, but you can't find the
Right.
Force Guardian.
How am I
Forest.
supposed to get to source of power?
I don't know. That's not my job. That's your job because you do the magics.
Well, you tell
take
us
us there.
You tell us how to get there.
No. A compass tells you where it is, not how to get.
Who told you that?
They said
Who said?
people that make
Who are they?
Compass nerds.
The people are-
compassers.
The people.
Compassers.
The people that made you?
No, people that make the little things that.
Oh, you mean actual compasses? I thought you meant compasses like you. Compass.
No, I
Are there
don't,
more?
That's ridiculous.
I don't think so. I've never met more than me.
Are you sure there's not more than? Because I've met another one of you.
Just me.
Nope, I've definitely met another you, and she's really cool. She's smart.
Don't know.
Huh?
Don't think it's me.
Thanks. What if we could swap? Like, send her to wherever the other part is, and then bring that one to work.
Oh, I was looking for the map of all the islands. I forgot that it's drawn on the map with haze.
Celia, can you detect from something?
I can sense magic.
You sense it?
Do you want her to cast detect magic?
Just really,
I
really.
kind of really do.
I can only sense really weak stuff. It's hardly noticeable.
Like what?
The stuff where
Oh, our magical stuff.
It'll be like a week later.
it's just some really faint auras. It's hardly noticeable.
Should we walk to the coast?
I guess.
East. We get to the longer.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Now that we have this, I feel like at any
I'm
moment,
still holding it in my hand.
It's just like,
at any moment, Ian Cove can show up.
we should invite him to sit down and talk. Well, if it were just Redlith, it would be okay. I feel
He
like we
wasn't
all
very
have a
nice the
voice.
last time we saw him.
Maybe he was just. You get cranky sometimes, right, Celia? Really? No, never been snippy.
I'm always a delight.
Hey, Joe, I'll take that.
Always a
Stone.
delight.
But be careful with it.
Why?
Well, we weren't allowed to grab it from the first place. I don't know if it has some protection still.
Put it in the bag of holding.
So,
And toss it.
Don't
so
break
he
it.
grabs it, and Renlith slowly starts to put it into the bag of holding. Remember what happened when you tried to Cilia parts it? Slowly.
What?
Slowly.
Well, you gotta ease it
Slowly.
in? Like, what happened when you tried to put parts of
I'm just
Celia in?
listening for tearing, extra dimensional tear noises.
It goes in the bag fine.
I feel,
Okay.
I feel like intra-dimensional or extra-dimensional rifts in the universe happen quickly. I feel like it's not like a slowly tearing a stitch kind of thing.
Hey,
No,
man.
there's always that DM like
Galaxies,
Boom.
as you
universes,
bring the bag of
realities,
holding into the bag of
they're all
holding.
stitched together.
Makes sense too.
They're all stitched together with goblin guts.
Goblin. Is that what you wizards use? No,
No, it's bat poo.
it is bat poo, isn't it?
What that?
Where do you get the bat? Are there like bats at the castle? Like, or do you
Some things you ask the wizard.
No, I'm actually interested in this. Like, where do you get bat shit?
I was told some things you don't want to know, and it's best not ask.
Who told you that?
The wizards.
Oh, Redlith?
No, the wizards that tried to teach me how to be a wizard.
It's actually what Red List will look
What
like.
is, can
So
you,
it's
We have
white,
one rib a day and a bunch of
a
wine.
white.
It's a white stone
can you teach
Yeah.
me the things they taught you?
with like runes written.
See, I have an idea.
And when you, for the short period of time you touched it, you just felt very
Warm.
invigorated and like you were almost afraid of nothing.
Let me
Oh
hold
wait,
it.
did I know that?
Can I hold it?
Right in the bag.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I can't take it back out. That's too much effort.
Picky.
I I have an
You're
idea,
good.
Celia.
But please, go ahead and keep asking me about that guano.
Really? Is that the first time today?
Today, yeah, this first one. So the first one's always a good one. So the ones after that. How about instead of me trying to use something?
Oh, you don't want the wizard's hover.
I kind of do.
To get to
could
like the
teach
third
you-
level of their school, you have to be able to cast like mage hand or something.
I feel like it's a magical Scientology is what we're talking about.
No.
I could teach you how to identify different cute furry wild.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, but maybe at night. Let's
At night, we're identifying cute furry wildlife at
or
night.
maybe
Do we want to look for bears
While we're
tonight,
walking.
Celia?
No, those aren't cute furry wild.
We're walking east to the coast.
When they're
I can
wrong.
imagine there are many bears on silent in the fog.
Like a jaguar, shark.
Those aren't bears.
And we can look for these things. Things we can look for.
Okay,
Sharks
well,
aren't furry.
Do you all
You
want
need a
to?
lot of training.
I love it. This is going to take a while. Sharks aren't furry. Oh, this is my new favorite version of Celia.
So do we?
Teach me.
So let's just start walking to the northeast until we start running out of daylight.
It's,
Yeah, that's my mom.
that's all we do is walk. It's like that terrible fucking movie with those two little
Yeah,
kids in that
different
ring. All they do is walk.
Lord of the Rings?
Well, I
All I
summoned,
do is
I summoned my horse.
Is it
Yeah, I
walking?
mean,
Is it moving at walking speed, but still with the weird
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah.
So you're moving the same speed you would be if you were walking,
Yeah, yeah.
but just on top of a magical weird horse. A centaurus? No, that's too close to centaur. What is it? What do you call? Is it independent? Like if he gets off the horse, does it still exist? It has object permanent.
Well,
Until I
An
can sell
hour.
it. for
Does
an
it
hour.
have? Does it just sit there? Does it move?
yeah, it just sits there. It doesn't move.
It sits there like a fucking statue. It just doesn't move.
Yeah.
I think his legs keep moving.
Yes, yes. I park it. I put it in park. It doesn't have any reins or anything. I just put it in park, and the legs keep spinning. Like the engine's still
It's like
running.
the terrible rims. Why? That is so horrifying to me.
It's pretty creepy when I imagine it.
How many legs does it have?
Four.
Okay. Are they corporeal? Like, can you touch them? Or is it just
Yeah, you
rain
can touch it.
interaction?
You can touch it.
Does it? Van has tried to feed that horse at least 9 times. It's like, we get carrots and I'm just like sticking it in the poking it in the head.
When you do that, you probably just keep getting whacked by the hooves.
I feel like they're like really flexible tentacles.
Just
Like,
noodles.
they fly out.
Just noodle
It's
legs.
like the spaghetti monster if you turn it upside down. That's
I-
Raina's horse.
I like all of it.
I'm assuming it probably hits you and you just hear a little squelch sound and it moves
Oh.
backwards and it...
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, the noises don't make sense.
Why does it sound wet? Like, we're on the road. This is dirt.
It's like jello coming out of the mold.
Oh. I feel like that would get obnoxious after about 10 minutes, and Raina would immediately alter. He's like, no, I have to change my mind. I'm not listening to that.
It just stops making the noise.
Yeah, I just
It just keeps wrapping
Is that
around
the
you.
radio? Like, is it? It's a magical like mode of transportation. Does it come with like automatic windows?
no, it's convertible.
It's not that high
It's like,
level
it's like a
yet.
motorcycle.
He's got to get another level for the auto windows.
Yeah,
Just a manual.
It's like a high motorcycle.
Okay, now that we've derailed everything second or third time, or I don't even. You guys are walking to the edge of the island, yes?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
following the weird horse.
The weird
Yeah.
horses.
That's where we're going.
Slowly.
Does the weird
Tell us
horse
when we get there.
No,
So after about,
it's a phantom semi
so you walk an hour and you're still walking through the trees.
large quasi creature.
horse-like?
Horse-like.
There's nothing horse-like about that thing he's riding.
The body and the head look kind of horseish.
Most of it's horsish.
It's demonic. And as a cleric, I know exactly what
You
that
decide the creature.
looks like. Oh, I think that means like purple, not how many legs it has.
Yeah, 4 legs. I already established that.
Oh, it only has 4 legs?
Yes, it's 4 legs.
Just 4
It
legs.
just moves so fast it looks like a blur. All right, so after 2 hours or so, you make it to the shoreline. While walking through the island, you really only come across some birds and some very small wildlife.
Do I recognize flora and fauna?
They seem fairly exotic.
Celia, what's that?
The birds are very bright and colorful.
Ooh, like a tiki.
Yes, but they're all very small, like finches and things. If you take the time to try to catch them, and no one else,
Reynolds not gonna let that happen.
I'm sure, and Celia will probably yell at you that you're supposed to be learning about them catching them.
Can you grab a bird?
Probably not.
Why not? It can lift up to 10 pounds. A bird weighs ounces.
Yes, but
And it's just...
the mage
it's like a
hands are
clock.
visible, so a
They're
bird.
not.
I think
Mine are.
everyone's is visible except for his.
Okay, so they're visible. But I can make it appear wherever I want.
Yes, but
So I can make it appear next to the bird.
they're not super fast, and they can't make attack rolls. So the bird would just fly away.
They can't what?
It can't make attack rolls.
Oh,
So you
would
can't
have to.
grapple any.
Well, why can't you be an artist?
It takes
To how-
grapple.
I do have that book, like 101 weird shit to
It's
do
like
with
trying to
mage
grab a fly. For real. It's not.
Well,
Actually, Daniel was.
according to the 101 uses, use number 65 is to
Scratch someone else's butt. That has happened to one of you on numerous occasions.
I'm sure that's not number 65, but it's in the book. It's towards the back of the book. No, it's to pick up bird droppings.
Pick up bird. Is this how you get the bad shit? You walk around with mage hand, picking up, like, you collect it? Like, oh, I'm not collecting your bad
And
shit.
he's talking to you while he's riding on his horse. He's
So
patronizing
uncomfortable.
you.
I'm so comfortable.
So you really think that I go around collecting up that?
I assumed you had some kind of house like Taylor.
I
Or
just
Joe.
I only know one elf.
He's your child
this.
elf? You have a child.
He's much older than I am.
Oh, that's not a child at all. No, that's not right. I don't know how
Let's
this
see,
works.
Renlith is.
I stopped counting after the 1,000th next month.
Sorry, you guys are standing on the shoreline.
Oh, okay, we made it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, point to the way.
You guys have been standing on the shoreline for a little while.
Oh, okay.
We were I was just describing what you guys saw on the way.
Where's Sierra Charles? Oh, well, some guy just got stabbed there. Here, it's posted on Facebook. Sorry, my wife was like, "Where's Daniel live?" Like I told her. I was like, "Why?" She's because I wanted to know if you saw the guy get stabbed or not. I was like, "No, we don't live in the fucking. Or he doesn't live in the fucking."
Do you know, it is. Oh yeah, it's the ghetto. It's north side of town, just north of Roberts Park.
Roberts Park. I don't even know.
It's west of 7th Street. It's the rougher. It's like
Franklin. Got it.
it's north. It's between Fry and 90th, west of 7th.
Stuck with Porsche.
Yeah,
Got it.
that's not. I didn't even know there were apartments there.
I thought it was just trailers.
I've never been that far in.
I do not know how to traverse the water. Do not have.
I think
boats.
they're called boats.
Do not have a boat. I
Can't
don't
you
know
make
how to,
one?
I don't know how to drive a boat anyway.
We can teleport back to Hague and hire another boat.
Okay.
Or wait for that one guy to come back because we'll probably meet him back
Okay.
and freak him out.
That guy's not coming back.
No, we can go back to Hague. We teleport to Hague and wait for him to come back to Hague. Like we might still beat him to Hague.
That's like.
I thought we were supposed to beat people. I'm so
So we've
confused.
been doing it wrong this whole time.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kabar?
The water is very.
Kabar agrees with me.
Oh,
Gosh, I just don't know. Well, let me ask this. Where should we?
I think the pictures look real.
It looks nice, but it's not a nice section of town.
Where should we hide?
The body?
Where should we hide
You
the
killed
stone?
somebody again?
Where should we hide the stone with Jojo tree?
I thought they were going to put it in his butt. Or Joe was going to put it in his butt.
No, I put it in the extra butt.
Why would you ever edit things from a YouTube video?
Why would you cut this out? This is gold. Comedy.
Well, if we go back to the main island, she sends the rest of them there, right? The rest of the key stone things,
Oh, it's an
or
apartment.
the lines we or something. So we could go back to Hay
It's
and investigate that.
we
That doesn't answer the question
we
of where to
go
hide
into the
it,
park, but we
but
don't stay after sunset. We leave before sundown.
That's our only
Before it starts getting
right now.
dark.
except for east of this island.
Yeah.
But I don't know how far it is.
Yeah, we're
We
on.
already got to here, and we still have to go east.
And I don't know of anything. I guess perhaps we could ask Captain Earson.
But if this is one of the keys, don't we need all the keys, whatever it is?
Yeah, if we wanted to open it, but we want to prevent it being open or make it more difficult. So if we
So
have,
do we want to go at all?
Hmm?
So do we even want to go there?
oh, is that where that is?
Why don't we hire like some kind of seafaring man in a boat to take us where we want to go?
Yeah, are we just
Is that an
Indiana
option?
Jones?
Is this an abandoned island? Is there a...
Like,
We haven't seen a single
the
person.
Nazis would never found
I
it.
think this might be actually my island.
Of course you... Wait, what? We're not giving you an island.
I think this is mine now.
Oh, no. You can't just show up someplace and declare that that land belongs to you.
Correct.
As long as he has a flag.
Love it so much. Love it so
Thank
much.
you for getting this.
Of course. Do you have a flag? Like,
No flag, no land, no country. That's a rule that I just made up.
oh gosh. Yeah, you can't just claim shit. This has to belong to somebody. What am I talking about? I don't think furbolgs have any concept of ownership.
Yeah, so I
I
assume,
don't know if they do,
assume
but
that
you don't.
Yeah, I
What
assume
personal
that I
space?
assume that Van is trying to expound on knowledge that he doesn't have about ownership, and just because he doesn't understand what the hell he's talking about. What do you? That's like, what? That's the thing.
That's why Redliff is very confusing for Van, because he owns a lot of shit, but he doesn't understand the concept of how you own something. Like, this is, when you put it down, I can pick it up. Like, that's not this.
I tightened my backpack.
Like, wait a minute. So I have not supposed to have been using Redliff's toothbrush since the time?
Renlith doesn't have a toothbrush.
That's Renlith.
Presentation.
Any toothbrush you can find is Renlith's decoy toothbrush.
where does Redliff keep his toothbrush?
You'll never know.
Why? There's a spell. There's a extra dimensional space specifically for this toothbrush. Because
Personal
only
hygiene
a
products.
a what?
For personal hygiene products.
Oh.
Renland
Okay.
has so many things.
Yeah. Because
He's
only
a clever
a
dude.
rich, pretentious douchebag would spend the gold that more people make in a lifetime on having someone create an extra dimensional pocket space for his toothbrush.
He doesn't want it to get dirty. He
Right? Like, commoners. Like,
doesn't want the bat poop on it.
oh, he uses prestidigitation on his toothbrush. I guarantee. Without question. And probably more than once. I feel like he does it once, he's like, no, it's not fair. Redliff is a germ.
Hasn't done that in weeks.
Is that your ice machine?
No, it's the water. Does it sometimes?
Probably the calcium buildup in the lines.
In-
Well, in a matter of very short time, it's not going to be your
It's not
problem.
a problem. Yeah, the filters need to be replaced too, and they're very short.
When you
I'm
guys...
going AFK.
Done.
Bye.
We can see you watching porn in your glasses, Taylor.
No, don't say that. He freaked his wife out last time.
Right?
Wait, what? Oh, because she can hear us?
No, not now. He's on his headphones now.
And the children.
Yeah.
What's porn, Dad?
I'm AFK.
That's the worst AFK I've ever seen.
Right? I know.
I haven't touched the keyboard once.
Why does it click?
All right, what are we doing? We don't know what we're doing still. That's the problem. We're just kind of standing
We're
on the
wandering
floor.
around an island that Renlith is like, this is mine now. It's like, that's where we're going to put the magic castle. That's where we're going to have the peasants build a teleportation circle. That's what's going on right now. We're real estate shopping for Renlith's summer home, apparently. What time of year is it?
It's the first month of winter.
Okay, because I thought you were going to be like, it's the 3rd of
See,
Middles.
it's Metalius, and next month is Terrasil.
So it's summer?
It's the first month of winter.
Thursday? Really, Daniel? What comes after Thursday?
Fourth day.
What are you talking
Uh-huh.
I take like everything.
Forgotten Realms calendar is pretty similar to that too.
Is it really?
They don't have.
I've never used it. Like, I've never been in a game where we keep track of what day of the week it is or what month it is.
They don't have. They have like first day, second, third day. I think it's actually the same thing that I used.
Oh, awful. I guess you're free to make up your own then. But yeah, we've only ever kept track of or days. How long have we been in town? About 2 weeks.
There's still been 0 weekdays half as I made
Why is mod pizza healthy?
because you could get
A fucking breadstick. Like, I don't
no bread either.
nothing. I would
Just
just bring me a
veggies.
box.
Just veggies. Just grilled
Yeah,
veggies.
relatively healthy. You got crust there.
I've never been like California kind of style crust.
Yeah, you can get whatever you
How big are they?
like that.
What is that brown thing on? A what?
Apple.
An apple?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about. It was the first word that came to my mind.
The thing on the top shelf, the red.
Oh yeah, that's definitely an apple.
Have fun. Oh, apparently you chili.
Oh, you can get mozzarella stick.
I literally haven't had chilies in 5-10 years. I can't remember the last time
They
I
actually
ate
have
chilies.
really good enchilada.
Enchiladas. Well, yeah, but it's also, you
They
know.
were playing it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're following you. Lead the way.
So
I took us to the shore.
okay, well, I'm just
here.
going to. I guess I'm just going to teleport us back because we can't do. So we can do one of two things. What? And I'd like to hear your opinion. Otherwise,
So he's going to listen to you, and then he's going to make the decision.
so we can go and ask Captain Earson to go north or I mean east or east northeast of Fog, east coast of Fog, to see if we can get to that place that we shouldn't go that we want from opening, or we can go back to Captain Earson and say that we're ready to go, or just tell him good luck, see you later, and we'll teleport wherever the hell we want to go. That's actually 3 options. 2 of them.
Right. Well, I guess we'll scratch the last option because he did take us out here. Yeah, our goal is to steal one of these things and leave.
Right.
So
I guess that I mean, and I share a similar desire to simply have this place or have it moved to a location found.
we have a place.
Where's that?
Well, it can be found. We have our clubhouse.
Yeah, that would be a place that I would look if I were looking. That would be their house.
No, I mean where we found the Scion.
Oh, right.
The reason we busted into it was because they were going to bust into it. So it's already been breached by us and them and a Baylor.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's a
Unless you think you're powerful enough to reinstate the magic protections it has, and instead of slicing up Cilia here, just hide one of the stones there.
There's jalapeno cheddar sausage.
Or we can destroy it, put it in a volcano.
interesting.
Let's drop it into the Mount Doom.
That's ridiculous. That's a children's story. Let's put it in Mount Horror.
Mount Horror. Wait, give it to Celia.
Fine.
Maybe
We
she
can
can
Lose it.
Well, no, maybe she can do something.
The
with
last
it.
time you guys gave her a magic item, she lost it within 24 hours.
What did we do?
A necklace. It just disappeared.
Did I give her the necklace that strangled?
No, the pink necklace of healing magic
I
or
think
something.
I think I still have that.
Somebody gave her a
What do you guys think
magic
of destroying?
necklace and it just was gone.
I'm for the idea. I like the idea of destroying magic.
I will remind you that the lion said that the keys made it easier to open the door,
Uh-huh.
but did not prevent it.
Oh, that's right.
I
That's right, we
agree
learned
with that. So maybe we just hold
That's
it
why
with
we were
us, and what? Like, what do we do now?
Oh my god!
How do we-
Hamburger.
How do we prevent this from? I don't know how to prevent this from
Hey,
happening.
Daniel, I knew the rest of the keys were taken.
He gave you some information about the rest of the keys, like where they were located.
Were there only one spot except for one, right? One is still in that OG location?
Like most of them were on Isle of Haze,
Right.
the main isle.
So I'm thinking,
A couple of them
if
were
we want to
still in
stop
other.
someone from opening it, we go to where they are, because they have the keys, and they're trying to open it. Well, they're trying to gather the keys, and that's the person to stop. Because, yeah, us having the keys will make it harder for them, but not impossible.
Right.
Them being dead will make it impossible. I think. I don't actually know how all this works.
Now with the whole death on death, it all gets confusingly sound, which makes
What's your wheelhouse? Magic.
magic,
We could use this to get in.
real magic, not nerd.
Nerd.
We'd be like, hey, look, we have one of the keys, too. Let's join forces.
I feel like Red
Yes.
and Hermione are good friends. You're fucking nerd, bitch. I don't think.
All right, either way, maybe when we show up, someone will be like, here, look at this MacGuffin.
Look at this MacGuffin. It's a hammer and it's lead.
I mean, do
It's
you,
the weirdest thing. Nothing's possible overnight. You know, red hair goes.
do you think that Malthus might know more? You? I could just send him a message. Yeah, I'm gonna do.
That's my non-committal item. Non-committal. That seems so loud.
What, you?
Yes.
You're not that loud.
What time of day is it?
Afternoon. Because you've been walking around this island for a long time now.
Should we just go back to Hayes and you send your message?
Renlith is mumbling to himself.
God taco with a spears and toast.
Chili's started with chili-filled taco. Apparently they're bottom these days. Eat a chili-filled taco every day.
Thanks.
I'll buy it as you eat it. I want to see that happen. And the aftermath.
And then the aftermath's a headache,
Well, maybe. Or vomit.
Or others.
Oh, God. No.
sweat,
Yes.
Taco sweat.
too much flavor.
I want to see Daniel on Hot Ones. You haven't seen it? Oh, man.
It's the greatest interview show ever.
It is. It's a web series where a guy, the same guy, interviews people, usually celebrities, has for quite some time now. It's done about like 100 episodes. Each one's about 20, 30 minutes long. And while they're eating, they eat progressively spicier hot wings, 1 through 10. And 10 is like some absurdly atomic, like 10 million Scoville units or whatever. And it's just some stupid, crazy high number. And you get to watch these people just sweat or cry or any of the other many things. And it's beautiful. It's the greatest thing.
So, Renlith takes out one of his scrolls and sends it over to Kalthus. Found one of 7's COVID. Do you have any insight?
Yes.
ETF? Question mark?
Question mark. You know a wizard has sent something like that.
DTF.
Like one wizard to another, like, hey, TF,
DTF.
down the fuck.
Oh.
Oh, Daniel became grown up today.
I haven't even heard that.
Really?
No.
It's been a thing since like
Have you
that.
ever?
He was on different boards.
I didn't really do messwords.
I mean, message boards, instant messengers. Like, I have met and dated many women through like AOL Instant Messenger, or Yahoo Messenger. I've met people on Yahoo Messenger that I had relationships with. Yeah, I grew up on the now they not that. I don't know.
Shoot that off.
2 or 5. like Silver did?
Yeah.
Or whoever you last messaged, I forget who it was.
Yeah.
They sent a message that could only be 25 words. They tried to.
It was useless information if I remember right. Like
Yep.
the guy was
Oh,
just
it was-
talking like it was normal
If you
conversation.
jammed it all into one thing and didn't the breath in it, should count.
But yeah, I think I don't remember who it was exactly. I want to say it was Silver, and it was just a response, and it was a terrible response of just like, okay, sure, sounds good. I hope you guys are having fun. Anyways,
Turns out that thing that's been terrorizing the village and killing sheep was the.
Yeah, well, don't expect a paladin to be.
Wait for a response.
Yes, Renlith is waiting for a response, sitting there on his horse.
I'll continue to draw a giant heart with a K plus J.
Can my horse also just pivot? Not
All right, now we're stretching the boundaries of believability. Dude, I've been watching a lot of Friends since it came to Netflix, and it's
now it's gonna get removed.
Huh?
It's getting removed.
Is
Beginning
it?
of the year.
Oh, dude, it is, and it's classic 90s.
Message comes back. Sorry, I have no earthly idea what you are talking about. Good luck. Stay alive. Provide more information next time. Location, situation.
That was location and whether you're DTF. I need to know how close we're.
Oh, I guess it should have been activity, situation, location.
Activity, situation, location. Yeah, that's good.
You were a little too vague there.
Alright, well, I'll send it.
Oh, Renless having into his pocket. 2 scrolls in one day.
He gave me.
I like how that was. He will give me more, not he might. Maybe I'll ask. I'll ask for more later.
I feel like
Give me more.
Renlith is Reyna unconstrained. If Reyna were to break free of the fetters of social constraint and social contracts, we get Renlith, and that's essentially what it is.
Isn't that who Van?
I mean, yeah. It's a bunch of shit. Drink special. The minute I'm the minute I can drink CBT. Done. Well, that's if you order a hamburger or cheese. You add more cheese to exchange the original cheese first. I still have to pay the 75 cents. Even though I'm not getting extra cheese, getting the same amount of slices.
I feel like that's an app issue if you ordered it in person. Maybe not certainly correct, but I'm
It
probably
seems like
yeah.
yeah.
I think that's out there. Limitation of poor programming.
You can only put one. Oh, now when I go back to the original cheese, it counts as
I'd like no cheese, but extra cheese. Can I get a burger with no bun, no burger and no cheese, extra burger, extra cheese, extra bun?
Oh, I should have wrote that down because I want to call and make that my order. Extra bun, extra
Okay.
patty.
I got the next vague message.
Can I get a half an extra bun?
Also, can you bring can you bring me 1 cup of coffee and 2 cups?
You want 2 cups of coffee? No, okay, 1 cup of coffee and split it between 2 cups.
I don't want it to spill.
I want to share. Okay.
She's like, sir, give the phone to someone who's sober, because you're clearly intoxicated.
Alright, so Renlith sends at Hayes Isle, finding magical stones that are needed to open a portal that Inkovis wants open. Lots of uncertainty.
I love how you didn't ask the question. It's like, lots of uncertainty.
Don't know what's going on. Really no way.
If you want us to change the cheese on the burger and charge you for $1 and call that the fucking peppers. They might be. No, they're the same. But Chipotle's aren't, which is real search. That bothers me more than I am constant fact.
Your message comes back. Remote isles, mostly uncharted. Waste of land. No operatives there. Little information. Low population. If magic there, unknown. Investigate. Report back. Teleportation there is dangerous.
So you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. If there is, that's weird too.
And so Renlith doesn't share anything.
Because he's going to be the one driving the train. You understand? We're on railroad tracks. We're all going to the same place.
He's getting there faster. he's in the front. You guys are in the
10
caboose.
feet in front of the rest of us, and that's only.
I'm wearing the hat.
I get to wear the hat and pull the string. Like, choo-choo, guys. Let's go. I feel like Renless really did once. Or something to that effect. But his parents smashed it out of him, and he essentially wound up with a killer.
So I have a coworker. I was on a phone call with earlier, a phone meeting at like noon, and his internet went down, and he tried to send it at that time. And I just got the right now because that means his internet just came.
Been without internet for 8 hours?
Yeah.
What do you do? What's it like before him?
I got all those backup.
It involved Sega Genesis.
You mash buttons to create your sibling.
You got stuck because you couldn't figure out the little secret that was actually not that big of a secret. But
So
it
you
was,
had to pay Nintendo $4 to make a phone call.
Yeah.
To get a tip. Wait, that's not very helpful. I think I did that 2 or 3 times. It was not cheap. I remember my dad was like, why is there $18 per hour? What is that? That was.
Nothing, Dad. Don't worry about it.
It's porn. I swear.
It would have been worth more. My time more.
See,
Taylor looks so.
Taylor, what should we send the guy in the message?
no, I'm done sending messages.
So what are we doing? I'm so confused.
We're going to go. Okay, so next option.
Yes.
Go to the other aisles and get more stones. Or just just go anywhere and drop this stupid thing off. Or I guess we could just keep it. But
We should probably keep it. We might need it for like a bargaining chip or something. Or like look, we can get the other one too.
So should we
Just
just-
tell us all of your plans
So-
and your weaknesses.
so should we just start collecting all the Dragon Balls?
Yeah, but they're all in haze.
Well,
Except for one.
Haze are the aisles.
Yeah, technically Haze are the isles. Myst is actually the main.
Myst is
Oh.
the island, and we're on.
Missed that.
It's okay. It's been a couple weeks and I forgot that. I had to look it up.
I drew a map. See,
Perfect.
map.
Yeah, I got a digital one.
Yeah, that's.
It's right here. I can't share it because we're doing a DM call.
Well, I guess let's just try and collect up all of the Dragon Balls.
Wait, are they all in Mist then?
I don't know. That's what you keep saying.
I'll look at the DM. I'm making eye contact with him.
Shut up.
What did you do there?
Taylor, you put all the spiders on it.
What has happened? What did you do? What did we do?
There's so many
I got
spiders.
bored.
How the fuck?
Now I know what he's been doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that. And they're the size of houses. They're giant spiders.
they're really big.
This is my nightmare. I've had this dream. And it didn't end well. I think.
And they're eating the fire.
Jesus. They're eating fire. That's what these
So
spiders
he's okay
do.
then.
Yeah, Cillia's fine. Looks like they're completely ignoring her. I
I'm going to order food from Chili's. I don't think they have anything.
Oh man, I just had chilies.
don't think there's anything worth eating. Actually, they're mini acorns.
White spinach.
All their stuff sounds like an American who kind of has an idea of what a Mexican neighbor made something that sounded like this.
Something case. They put it in a tortilla.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's really good there is the Southwestern egg rolls.
My wife loved.
Well, you remember them all being not on miasma or room or vapor?
That's what I was asking the DM.
So
Were they all on Mist then?
the Lion stated that like half of them were on Myst.
Right.
One was with him, one was on Vapor, and one was on Miasma.
Yes.
Right. So I'm saying we just go to Mist, find out why half of them are there, kill that person, and
You don't
that's
know.
it.
You don't know anything about Vapor. You know that Miasma is Miasma. Miasma, I think that's how it's pronounced. Miasma is where this hermit lives that you've heard mentioned by some of the locals.
I thought the hermit was on the island next to Mist.
They're all islands next to Myst. That's the big central one.
Right. I mean, like on the Mist map, there's like this tower on the tiny. Or is that not where the hermit is?
No,
The hermit's on a different island.
yeah, different islands.
Oh, okay.
The hermit's on Miasma.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean,
all the answers.
we need to go to Myst first because
Yeah.
I can't teleport. So just gather around. We're gonna go back to Myst and see. Our room is good, isn't
How
it?
many days did you pay for?
We paid for like
2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days.
We haven't been on here that long.
No, you've been here for you spent one
Yeah, we
night.
slept on the way out.
You spent one night. This is your second day basically because I don't even think you slept in the inn yet. You guys left before you slept. Let me check. Remember?
So anyway, yeah. So it gathers
Yeah,
everyone
you guys paid and then you left that same day. So yeah, you didn't even spend the night
We
at
do
the
that.
We just like to make sure that nobody else can stand us.
inn. 1657.
Okay, so Renlith puts
1670.
Somebody's house. They're like, why are you here with a
so
How did you know?
Right? Can you imagine if some guy was like high in his house, someone showed he's like, man, I can go for a burger right now. Somebody knocked on his door. Burger? I would just take it and shut the door.
It's like, how high am I?
Okay, Renlith puts the image of the room that he was staying in and tell.
All right, give me a percentile roll.
You're supposed to do it.
Oh, I'm supposed to do it?
Yeah.
What?
Lost.
What are those?
Frosting.
They're desert because they dry your.
Yeah.
My wife bought those, and they were too sweet for her because they taste like cakes.
Fucking. Yeah, that's exactly.
So she was like, "They can take them home to your kids."
Are you sure?
Seriously, all that stuff up there, I don't want to see it when you guys leave.
Okay.
Trash it or take it to your kids.
I will let my kids eat it because they have, and we have really good dental insurance.
Okay, so hopefully.
Otherwise, why would you bring that into this house?
You can blame it on me. I'm leaving. I wanted to tell them that Daniel.
Dude, my kids
Or Hyper.
like you. This is poor life choices, not just this is beer and pizza.
I always get harped on both weight-wise and height-wise.
Yeah, I'm the smallest on either. It's bad. Well, I don't know.
I'd say you're between seen casually and very fit. So you're...
Did you read the Reddit post about the I know a guy?
That's right between on target and... No, I stopped reading... What kind of Reddit?
There's a D&D subreddit.
Oh, yeah, I stopped reading weeks ago.
This guy has a system where he allows a random chance at like accomplishing something through the use of like they let him go, hey, I know a guy, and then they explain the relationship through that character's backstory of how they happen to know this, but might be able to help them out, and then based on action, which I thought was actually really cool.
It's kind of fun
because it can kind of one explain some backstory if they want, and two, if they do a really good job, it's kind of like inspirational.
Yeah.
If you do a really good job explaining, like, oh, it's possible, you get a 60% chance of making it.
Roll. No, I rolled a 48. All right, so as you begin to teleport, it's almost as if the mist and fog start just coming and dancing all around.
That sounds horrifying.
And for a moment, all you can see
ready
is
my bow
to shoot at the nearest thing you can.
Something's gonna rush out of this mist, and it's getting shot in the face.
The mist condenses all around you, and for a moment, all you see is gray. And you just feel the moisture of the hazy mist, the fog, and then you feel the wrenching feeling of the teleport, and then you're dumped unceremoniously a few seconds later on the floor of drenched.
Does it smell like pee?
No, it's like it's like you've just been like in a mist of water. It's not like drenched is probably a strong word, but you're damp.
Very wet. We're moist.
Moist.
Renless is furious right now.
He is prestidigitating himself as we speak.
Does not like to.
And
I know how we can train Renless. Get one of those balls.
And as you kind of get the bearing on your situation again, you realize that the room itself has fog in it, and it's not dissipating. Like you pulled the fog with.
Hey, this isn't normal.
It's dissipating? Or
Yeah, it's slowly dissipating and getting.
Oh,
it was like a
totally
blanket, and just in moments it's starting to become actually see it
Or actually, when you teleport, you open a barrier between you and the island, and it floods through.
forever.
Like mist pouring out of his end.
Alrighty. Well, let's leave.
I'm scared, Joe.
This room is.
This room is ruined. Isn't it the basement?
Yes. Yeah, you guys are downstairs.
I can always.
It
Is
is
what your original
comfortable.
plan was, making a tiny hut in the room.
Didn't get a basement after Joe killed that guy.
I never killed anything alive.
Okay, well,
Never got my
let's
accident did non-lethal.
Forever.
let's go get the rest of Joe.
Where do we get them?
Joe, you know where they are.
How does so let me understand this. We're gonna look for these magical stones for some reason based off a dream he had.
Yeah. Well,
No, a dream Kabar had.
yeah, Kabar had it.
Even better.
Right.
So King Potato
Imagine lying up.
has a dream.
Captain Potato.
Okay, sorry.
Well, we already found one of them.
Captain Potato has a dream about magical stones, and we're following up on it. That doesn't strike anyone else's eye.
As he said, you've already found one.
Yeah, we already found one, and it lined up with other. Okay, so the reason that we followed it up is because that was somehow connecting Kovas and Ritual
Right.
when he was tapping
Well,
points
why
at Cilia.
weren't the stones there then?
Where?
When he was doing the ritual.
Because he didn't have them.
Yeah,
So
he
why
was
does
trying to
suddenly
find
need-
them.
He suddenly needs them now?
Yes,
He was doing the ritual
He
before.
was the ritual is to pull information out of Cilia.
She's the compass, know where they were. That's what he. So that's
And
why.
Kabar intercepted mess, or
So
they intercepted
the
the
universe is using.
No,
What the fuck is going on?
It's not fast enough, and
It's the fastest one I found so far.
it looks like that horse is moving too fast.
Oh, that is horrifying. But not as horrifying as it should be. What? Why is there so many of these on the internet?
That's
People
probably
make
more
so many of
accurate.
these gifts like this.
Why don't you?
Can you play that at like
Search-
10 speed?
No, just search millipede horse.
Ew, no.
That sounds
Horse galloping.
terrifying.
Yes, do what I say.
Your Google search recommendations are now ruined.
Or better.
Or yeah. Ooh, yeah. Or better. I don't. Let's all see what it suggests that you search. What kind of weird shit is
When I'm on
there?
telecons and I'm screen sharing with colleagues,
That's horrifying.
I always, if they're sharing something, I'm like, are you telling me what? Because I don't know.
That is brilliant. I love it.
I mean, there's a two-lane horse that's been popping up a lot. It's pretty horrifying. You guys don't even. Oh my god, you guys aren't there anymore.
Let me see. I remember I was looking at the calories. And, oh, jeez, that's really bad.
Yes, you can find it in a hurry.
It's like an ostrich.
I found a really fat drawing horse, like it jiggled, but it was on a furry website, so I decided not to stay very long.
Good.
Yeah. I got privacy badge in there, so it's not gonna affect my ads.
So after dump floor, you just kind of lay there and stare at each other.
Not only is Renless wet, he's on the floor where the dirt is.
I know.
That's where
Eventually,
poor people sleep.
a minute or so later, someone comes downstairs yelling, "What's all the noise? I thought this place was empty."
Shut up.
Hello, sir. Can we have some tea? I've got my own kettle.
Wait, oh, you're
2 teas, please. Does anyone else want tea?
the group that rented the rooms, but I didn't think anyone was down
And
here.
you'd be like, that was 6 months ago. No one's been here since. I'm not going to judge you.
Are you checking the Best Buy date on those?
No, I was looking at the calories and shit.
I mean, I still have 5 minutes to eat.
It's a cheat day for.
Every D&D is a cheap.
Otherwise, you fucking do.
Nobody brought Doritos this time, or Mel.
Well, I have no idea.
So, what are you doing?
Basically, he was trying to figure out what you guys were doing down here and making all the racket, but he realized you were the ones who rented the place. Now he's just he thought the place was empty.
It's not your place to.
It is my place. Get the tea.
This is literally his place. Would you like help making tea, sir?
$2 copper.
What if I help? Is it one? Is it free?
It's 3.
Okay, let's go. I'll help.
3 copper.
Okay. I think does anyone carry money that small? All I have is gold.
Gold. All right.
But this will be our tab.
But you can't help.
I just gave you a fucking gold. I get to help if I want. It's like
For our gold, you better start massaging the hairy person.
I'm like what? Like, you know, when Van left the swamp, he had no concept of money. But now that he's been around Redlet for a while, he understands if you just throw it at people, they do stuff for you. Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
What?
There you go.
If you could speed that up to 3, it would be literally how Redlet looks. Like, traveling down the... He's just so bored with traveling. He's like...
He's not sure I'm going to have to hold on.
That's just how he feels.
Well, what the fuck are these kids?
What is going on?
I'm so... Oh, that looks accurate. The one on the right.
Oh my god, I'm gonna pee. What is... Oh my... What the
Where am I?
Oh my...
That's just Giphy.
The internet has taken a turn.
Oh.
What is that? Spider-Man and a nun with a bicycle? Can we just talk about that for
Yes.
a second?
Here you go. I heard the 2 link guys.
Well, that would be even better if your horse only had 2 legs and it just ran. Oh,
This game is so derailed. See, this is what happens when Chris doesn't show up.
Chris is the glue that holds this team together.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Things on track.
tea aside,
So Van goes upstairs to help make tea.
Oh dear.
and I asked Celia, is there any way that you can particular lift here on the
We're
island?
really close to one, right?
The thing?
No, it was at the top of the where the light was. So maybe not.
Well, I'm gonna go back there and see if they got visit.
I felt some others that were further away, but close. Nobody asked.
Let's go to the.
Let's get... Wait, further away than the islands?
No, further than the green, or what is near the green thing. I don't know if the green thing.
What's the green thing? So is it a magical item?
I don't know. Up close. I just know that there's some magic up. You're getting into some really weird stuff, Taylor.
Is this nonstop?
I'm getting a little concerned with your
There you go.
results.
I'm just excited. I hope they get better.
It's okay. He took us off. Now we can't see what he's scrolling through.
I'm sure that rabbit hole goes deep.
We can still see your screen, though.
Right.
Have you,
Okay, that's fantasy grounds.
have you ever been on the deep into
Deep into YouTube.
you've been there? Gone down that?
That's how that one kid that was doing reviews for fast food restaurants wearing a suit.
Do you need to weigh your chips?
No, doesn't matter. I'm not supposed to have any.
I have a scale.
It doesn't matter. I'm not supposed to eat them.
I like to weigh my.
Huh?
I like to,
Why?
because then I know how much a serving size is.
It's a lot easier to
It's
figure
a
out
whole-
calories.
Weight is so much easier than measuring. Like,
I don't remember anything about the metric system since I stopped smoking pot.
you don't have to use grams. You can use ounces too, but grams are just much more accurate and easier. Ounces are so annoying. Anyways, we are so derailed. We've got to nothing done.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation, and I'm making tea with
Yeah.
this guy. What's his? Hey, what's your name? Van.
Oh, I thought you said Tam.
Are you deaf? I can probably fix that.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm a healer. Do you have any ailments or anything? You know, I can give you a free for helping us.
At this time, Renlith and Celia are
I'm good. You didn't pay me that much.
walk past you. To the,
I'm Welch.
Your
Alright, so we're gonna
your
go
name
get
is
the vote.
Welch?
Welch.
That's only something you do to somebody.
It's okay,
I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you, Welch.
I'm Welch Downer.
Welch Downer?
what, Joe? They're just talking
That's
so
right.
loud about tea or something.
We should get another boat to the other island.
Well, Celia's going to show us the way to the next closest one that's not in the center.
Right. But we need to get there.
I used to be a Besson
Might be on the
before I
island
did
though,
this.
that we're on right now.
I used to be a Besson
Right, no,
before I did this.
What's that?
Wait, you said the one that's not in the boat?
Someone who makes Bessons.
I don't know what that is.
Right, another one that's on the island.
Broom?
Made of
Like the
twigs.
other island.
You were a
Oh my
broom
gosh.
master.
Besson. Besson.
They're on the other island.
Only 2 are on other islands.
I
Right.
usually just grab like a furry
So there's your
bird or
broom.
something. Just
Right,
Did better.
and that's what
Huh?
Celia's going to
Better.
try
You
and point
take-
us
You
to.
take dried
Oh, I thought you
small
wanted to go to the other
twigs
island
and
first.
wrap them together on a stick.
Alright, let's go.
Oh,
Renlith
go
is,
witches.
Renlith is done with boats for the time being.
Besson.
Okay. Can you show me how to make one? Never mind. Let's just make. I don't even
Are
care.
you making tea?
Yes.
You
Just
guys
doing
are
my
doing
job.
this
You'd be
all
learning
the
from
time.
an expert.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna go save the world. So, yeah.
Liberally sprinkled.
So the rest of us leave Van to make
Oh,
tea.
ouch. Shit. Those are my specialty leaves.
So Renlith, Joe, and Celia hightail it out of there. Kabar stays because he's sleeping and tired.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the
He
island
thinks he's come down with something.
to find the rest of the stones.
And then Van stays
Well,
there
Van
and
makes tea.
runs an inn with this old guy, kind of like an odd couple sort of deal. I love it.
Fall in love.
I don't know about that, although he is,
Welch and Van.
I would say, asexual? What the word is?
Get an sex.
If we do the right
No,
things, the world's
tribbles
gonna
reproduce through mitosis. You know that? Eventually, Van's going to eat 8 inns worth of food and just split in half and make another Van. Oh, man. So awesome.
All right, so you guys leave the inn
Best
and
fucking
go.
comedy.
in the direction of Celia.
Can we just have her walk around with her finger pointing out, like, at wherever she's...
Well, you're making tea.
You guys didn't really leave me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Oh.
not the first time.
you're making tea.
That's what they do on
And I
this
said we're
island.
leaving.
You leave
Walk
and
right
then
by you.
you go upstairs and wave as I walk out the door.
Guys, I'm lit.
Nobody else cares.
You can't leave a half-finished cup of tea. Like, what is...
We weren't leaving the tea, we were leaving you.
Oh.
The one making the tea.
Okay, I will hastily follow out.
The guy's just left making a bunch of tea.
He's like got like 6 cups out. He's like, what the fuck do I do now?
That better be hot when we get back.
That's fine, actually. We like stood up and left.
When are you getting back?
When we get back. God.
There's better be a door when I get back. Well, who knows?
All right, so the four of you.
Sheets better not be cold when we get back.
Or wet. Something's wrong with the room.
Oh, you don't want to hear that complaint to management. God forbid, Brendless sheets be under 800 thread count. It's like, they're too coarse. It's like sandpaper on my pajamas.
Yeah,
He doesn't need sheets.
He carries
He
around.
just lays on top of it.
All right, so you exit Building 9, the Lifestone Inn, and just covered in spiders, and you go.
Does anybody else want to talk about the massive spiders all over town, or is it just, you guys didn't drink the tea. Never mind. You're fine. This is all fine. Horrifying.
All right, so
We're the fire, right?
you're on the street.
Okay.
What's the plan?
I'm going to use disguise self to make myself look like the guy running the...
So, basically, I'm wanting to
Wait,
follow,
no, that didn't work out last time.
wanting to follow Celia to whatever sends the closest one.
Okay, you walk into the town circle, and she says, "It feels like it's this area."
Is there like a coffee cart or somewhere I can buy a clip? Because I just was drenched. I'm still wet, actually. I'm walking around sopping wet because he only prestidigitated himself because he's a selfish.
No,
It takes a long time.
There's not a coffee cart, but someone's selling alcohol.
Actually, fuck it. Let's go.
He's got ale and beer.
Okay. What's the difference?
Well, this one's darker. This one's lighter.
Oh, I'll take the lighter. It's sort of day drink. I don't like plow by noon.
2 copper.
I have a lot of coffee. I think I have several thousand. That's a good question. I have just pouches on my backpack full of money.
He hands you a mug of.
And jiggles when he walks. And I will run off after the rest of it.
I assume that Joe is
You
the
can keep
one
the
that's
cup, right?
constantly looking back,
Well,
trying
it
to
doesn't
see where
matter now.
Van.
I'm running off with it.
Renliff does not really pay attention, straggler, but Joe is constantly like looking back and running back and like, come on, he's leaving.
He's like 7.5 feet tall. He can see over the entire crowd of people. Like, oh, hey, look, there they are. And just kind of,
I thought you transformed.
no, I remembered that wasn't a good idea here.
Decided it didn't go well last time. All right, so you guys kind of stand around in the circle. And,
Okay, so Renliff will go back up, knock on the door to that place before and go.
okay.
Was it the obelisk? Is that what it's called?
It's like a
Pillar
you called it
obelisk.
like a lighthouse.
What does it look?
It's basically a large white stone building, or stone cell, essentially.
Oh, it's a cylinder.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a cylinder in diameter. It's about 10 feet in diameter, maybe a little bit more. And it just goes up.
So it's a tower.
It's the tallest thing in town.
What's it made out of?
Stone.
Well, it like, is it like does it look like one thing carved out of stone or built out of stone bricks?
It looks like it's
blocks?
carved out.
Is anybody like giving tours and talking about it or anything? No. Isn't this a tropical resort destination?
Yeah, nobody asks questions because everything's just hunky dory here. Everything grows here and here. Everything else around here is shit. But this island's fantastic.
We should stay here.
Everyone's happy.
Why actually not
No,
stay here?
I don't like it. I want to take this stone, which I presume
Everyone's
is the
happy.
reason.
I hate it.
Is the reason why everything is so nice. Yeah.
Everyone's happy. I hate it.
So we need to take whatever it is that is bringing them the happiness.
What? Oh my god.
Are we going where the compass is yet?
Well, if he opens the door.
She just said it was this area. Okay, so a few moments
Before we
after,
go over
a minute or so after you knock on the door, the guard from the other day, and he just,
What's the verdict?
Hello.
you've been minding your own business.
I asked you a question.
Oh, sorry.
What's the verdict?
You really want to answer this question, or he will burn
The verdict?
Right. What did the priest people say about discussion? Oh, they said yes. That's great. And Renliff walks in
Oh,
I'll follow him.
and starts going up the stairs.
I'll follow him.
Where are they? Are they up here? Going up.
just,
You might as well follow him.
just-
He's not stopping.
he closes the door hastily and saw you were in, and says, "Just the guards are upstairs."
Better hurry. He's leaving.
Yeah, Renliff is
He tries to it's a fairly narrow staircase leading up because it winds around. But he tries to nudge his way and he can't get past Van because Van's too quick.
I'm working on it.
And he's like, and then he kind of, you can see him
Yeah,
brushing
he's like,
against
It's a wet dog.
Wet.
And it smells
Everything's wet.
exactly like that. Only with a little more patchouli. It's like somebody dunked a hippie. Like,
God, that gives Renliff a good idea. Just making all of his companions constantly wet.
just why?
because it's their happiness that he has to take away.
What the shit? Okay, before we leave, everybody line up so I can mist you. Like bad cats.
Crate water.
We need to. Everyone's getting a little too chummy. Let's just tamp down this sort of behavior. Yeah, so all the way to the top.
All right, you go up, you wind around the staircase, and after what seems like twice an eternity, because you had to walk up so many stairs.
With my own legs.
With your own
5
legs.
whole stairs.
No, it's like 3 stories.
Oh, so 30 stairs.
Yeah, this was tough, and it winds, so you have to. So they're like the excessive amount of stairs. So it actually is a little annoying, but it's not like out of breath like would be.
Renliff is there's no way he's out of breath. He is massively in shape.
He has never worked out in the 2 years
He's an half elf. They don't have to work out.
He's just svelte.
It's natural.
Every elf is naturally buff. Like, it's just for no reason.
They're wiry.
Why?
All right, so at the top of the stairs, there's an open door. You can see into it that there are two other of these acolyte people. Looks like they are playing. There are windows at the top of this because that's where the light is emanating out. In the center, there's a small pedestal, widthwise. It rises a good 3 to 4 feet, and there's a small green gem, very similar up. You can see the room, but it's providing the aura, and everything here is.
Okay, so Renlith.
What is
Super Cilia.
is that Celia's thing?
Yeah, that's right.
Why? She looks like she's wearing a tank top. Look at all.
Half a tank top.
It's a dress.
It's weird.
So yeah, Renlith walks right up to the thing.
Okay.
Not intending to touch it, but walking right up to it to look at it.
All right. You walk up to it, and the other two people look up from their game and just kind of stare, and then stare at the other guy and say, "What's going on here? These individuals."
I'm gonna cast invisible man.
Oh,
Okay.
that's funny because I was casting actual mage hand.
Everybody, Joe is invisible.
All right.
And then we can do stuff.
No, I'll be the distraction. You actually take it.
All right. So you
Okay.
cast. You
We'll
cast.
let Van go to jail, and then we'll do stuff.
Wait, what? No, you know what? It's somebody else's turn.
All right.
Nobody's turn. Just do it.
I'm tired of taking one for the team every time.
All right. So you cast.
It's just
Indigible.
indigenous.
I'm not sure exactly what he said. Okay. I'm trying to.
Indigible.
Indivisible.
Indirigible.
Mage hand.
Indivisible.
Indivisible mage hand.
Under the god.
Under a god, whatever.
With liberty
with
and
magic
justice
for
for everyone except for Renlock and no one else.
Yeah.
That's the right. All right. So
It's in front of my face.
you cast your mage hand right in front of your face, so you don't have to look at anyone.
It's just
The other, but anyways, so the acolyte.
it's invisible.
Not to you, or else how does that work?
The acolyte simply says they were here yesterday. They were wanting to talk with the elders and just had questions about the icon of Myst. And today
Icon
they
of
came
Myst.
back in and they came upstairs before I could stop them. I tried, but there were too many of them. Obviously, we need more guards.
Alright.
Don't lie, you gave us permission.
What does it look like?
It looks like the other stone.
Or, the situation. Like, is it guarded? Is it chained down? Is it behind a magical box?
Nope, it's out in the open, just sitting on a pedestal in the middle of the room.
Alright.
Is this the
Does
part
it
where I
look
do
like
something to distract?
magic happening to it? Not from it.
It's glowing green.
Is it lighting the room?
Yes, the whole room is tinged in green. Like everybody has a
Gross.
green tinge to.
Is there any other light source?
No,
Wish I'd known we were doing a heist today. I would have prepared differently.
That was not Renlith's intention.
everything's
To
just
run
a
ice,
just
but-
a pale, sickly green color.
Were we not doing Ocean's 4? Like, I thought that was what was going on here.
I can't sleep.
Except the all-female version.
So you're
I
gonna
can't
cast.
sleep.
You're gonna cast.
Roll some dice.
Okay, I mean,
guess that'll
They're
work.
commoners. They have to have way fewer hits than we do.
Unless they're guards,
Even though they're guards, are not going to have dozens of hit.
who
Guards.
knows? Joe doesn't know.
they're actually polymorph.
Nice. This is going to end very well. And then the room erupted in green fire.
All right, so are you sleeping?
I think Taylor is sleeping.
Taylor does look like he's sleeping.
He could sit perfectly
I'm
still,
never.
and we wouldn't know if his screen froze or not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What's the flashing icon?
That's like to tell us if it's
48 HP.
48 hit points worth of shit.
What
Down.
level did you cast that at?
Third.
Dang.
Nice. I was like, oh, everybody going to sleep? All right, night-night. So how many people are in the room?
There's 3 other than you.
Yeah.
Celia has 2 HP.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be great? You cast sleep on Celia, and you go to a coma for the rest of your life.
All right, so the first person to fall asleep is Cilia.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
What? Why would they?
So he moves. Do the guards respond? Do they run to help catch her?
It should be simultaneous.
Yeah, it's essentially silent.
Oh,
Just gotta see how much they have.
it's not like the magical field, Javon. I love the So essentially, if you just walk up and hit Celia in the face as hard as you could, you theoretically has 5 hit points.
One of the guards falls asleep.
So there's still 2 awake.
2 awake.
Which one?
The clerics?
One of the two playing game?
Yeah, one of the 2 playing the game.
Okay. And then there's the guy who took us, and the other person playing the game.
Yep.
So Renlith probably notices this.
The magic hand, just go for the face of the other guard.
Just slap him?
No, it's just gonna grab him.
Grab his face?
Grab his face.
What's going on? Oh god.
And then I'm gonna freak out.
Let me see what
Eventually I'm gonna cast invisibility. I'm gonna cast an Akabar.
Oh,
Anyone
that's,
want to be invisible?
I can make myself invisible.
Can make myself another person.
So do we just walk in and grab it and vanish?
Oh yeah, I can make 2 people invisible too.
I feel like this should have been a strategy for multiple things up to this point.
Really close.
These very close quarters.
On the upside, when I get in the middle of the room cast Spirit Guardians, it's going to hit everybody.
That's right.
Pretty sure it's not
The
gonna
person remaining has more than 48 hit points minus X.
Yes. So he has at least 1.
Hey,
All right. So, yeah. So they kind of freak out when one of them drops and screams out, "What just happened?"
right. And my level also has a mage hand to the face. And I'm also screaming, what's happening?
You're
And I
like
whisper to Akabar, fall asleep.
you're poking him with a mage hand.
Renlith just
Just
turns.
kind of like, just like weird. He gives his patient to the face.
Renlith just turns around and be like, "Can you knock it off? Everybody, just knock it off."
Hang on, Van's about to cast
Where are
a
the
spell.
elders? I want to say that other than Renlith knowing that probably Joe did something weird, but maybe Van because he wasn't paying
What do you mean,
attention.
maybe Van?
And one person fell asleep.
What just happened? Why'd he fall asleep? Why'd she fall asleep?
To be fair, I said something in Elvish and threw a quick cricket.
I don't think anyone would have seen the cricket fly.
Yeah.
I have nothing prepared that is cool.
I have so many cool spells prepared.
I'm going to will my familiar into existence above the thing and telepathically command it to grab the stone. My owl.
Are there windows?
You did say there were
There are
windows.
windows, yeah.
Are they open?
Can we jump out of them?
They're not even real windows. They're just old.
Oh, so the bird's grabbing the stone and flying out the window.
All right. Bird grabs the stone, flies out the window, takes the light with it.
Wait.
The guards
Wait.
flip out, and the one runs to the window where the owl flew out of.
I would tell him to
And-
just basically fly somewhere and hide.
Looks like it's trying to cast a spell.
The guard is trying to cast a spell?
Yeah.
The owl didn't fall asleep.
My familiar bird grabbed the stone.
I could have grabbed it and jumped out the window.
So,
Well, yeah, but now we have plausible deniability because a random bird just appeared.
so just in case
I don't want
something gets
plausible
weird, let's roll for it.
Oh, so nothing gets. So now nothing gets weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 20.
Because I'm not exactly sure what you guys are doing in response to all
Oh,
this.
this is not good.
18.
Minus
It's low. It's less than no.
Or 7? Or
It's 7 actually.
7. Magic number. All right. So Rinlith, I guess in this case you're the first to react to do. Basically, the owl has just flown out, and the guard looks like they're going to react and chase it in some form of.
runs up to know that it went out. Be like, everybody, stay calm. Whose bird was that? He's basically trying to. So his objective there was to convince everybody that this was just some other fucking bird.
So
Not our bird.
So to deceive people.
Deceive them.
That's
Oh
gonna be
wow,
really high.
it's gonna be really high. That was a very convincing. Like, whose bird was that?
27. Wow.
27. Van is convinced that he has no idea whose bird that was. Like,
Deception,
what is
deception is
going on?
Rinlith's best skill.
Joe, what are you doing?
I'll turn to the guy who followed us up the stairs.
Okay.
Stab him in the face.
Oh
No,
Jesus!
Push out the window.
what's going on here? I'll just freak out in his face. Like, what's happening?
So if
We're here to
I
speak to
dismiss
your
my
elders. What's happening?
if I dismiss my familiar while it's carrying something, what happens to the thing it's carrying?
I assume it just falls. So I don't think you can take it
Into the pocket dimension? Okay.
All right. So the female guard runs to the edge and says, "We've got to stop it and get it back. Help us!" And
No,
she,
okay.
and
It's weak to fireball.
she casts
Jesus.
guiding bolt,
What? Okay.
Guiding bolt, that's like the highest thing you can cast as a cleric.
and she gets a critical hit.
No, she doesn't. Where? What?
Good shot.
Rolled a 20.
Where? I see no 20.
It doesn't show up.
What?
It's not shown. It doesn't show to.
Oh, it just
players.
happens that my familiar steals something, and you happen to hate familiars, and she just happens to critically hit it.
I mean, you can roll damage.
Well, then obviously, so it flies 60 feet. So would picking that thing up be to interact with an object? So it can dash, which means it's 120 feet, or 110, 10 feet for the room. It's 110 feet away because it's flying straight out. So does Guiding Bolt have that range?
Yeah.
Yep. 120.
120? There has to be a disadvantage for that. It's like right at max range.
No disadvantage. Still
Oh.
got range.
Cleric attacks. They
So
have
it's 110 feet away, and her range is 120.
Yeah, you're lucky that. I mean, I just randomly.
no.
That was the first spell, like range spell I saw on her list. If I just went with Sacred Flame, it wouldn't have been.
Okay, so she throws Guiding Bolt at this owl, who is now flying above the city towards the sea. So I don't know where he's at on the
I
map.
don't know because there's a giant silly all over.
Wait,
me.
why would you fly to the sea?
Well, it's heading away from the building in one direction. So I'll
So it's probably out here somewhere.
here.
That's 120 flying.
It flew south.
It's off the map either way.
This isn't to scale.
Why would you have it fly that
This is not a 5-foot building.
It is
Or a
way
6-foot
far away.
building. So basically, it's out here.
That's a horrible
It flew
place.
south.
Well,
Why can't you just have it fly 10 feet?
Well,
And then I can catch it and turn invisible.
based on you don't want
okay. I mean, it flew west.
flew this way.
It flew west.
Plus, I was just going for the direction of.
Oh, well, if that's west, then yeah, it flew that way. Out the window.
So somewhere over here, the familiar goes.
And a puff of magical feathers. And so we need to calculate the velocity of a laden owl
As the,
at the airspeed.
African
Um,
soil, whatever.
And what effect that would have on the trajectory of this magical stone as it
as the
hurtles
owl
through
takes
empty
31
space.
points of damage,
Well, obviously, it poops out of existence.
and the owl just
And that stone just goes,
Good shot.
and then she freaks out even more. Oh my word! We have to get the stone.
I bolt. I'm running downstairs.
Let's grab initiative.
Well, yeah.
The next guy is like, What happened? What happened?" And he just runs to the pedestal, freaking out. And then Van starts running down the stairs. So Van has a clear lead at this point. Even though I think Joe can catch up to you and run sort.
Except for the fact that I'm using key points to do Step of the Wind.
Okay, so he can probably just catch
And then I'm dashing.
because he can run like crazy fast. Oh, but you're also a monk, so you have to.
He's a monk.
Yeah, so my base walking speed, I think, is 40 or 35. Yeah, 40. So I'm now So move
I don't care if you
40,
do birds,
dash
whatever.
another 40, and then step of the wind.
All right. So once you get out into the wilderness, give me a.
Are we staying in the tower, Renlith?
Well, I don't know what else is going on. So
Renlith is just standing there,
You're way
kind
ahead
of
of
like
anyone
this.
else.
Okay, a perception check.
I don't know what your plan was.
It wasn't this.
I'm also going to use my Furbolg magic to
Well,
detect
yeah, I was
magic.
just going to scope it out. Try to
Okay.
steal
She's
it.
not around, right?
Right. She's not around.
Do I see
And
anything?
then flying to the forest.
So
So
I don't know what the how far can I
once man's
see?
side mission is over, let me know. I guess
It's
I'm
not very
going to go do stuff.
detect magic is kind of like you already know there's magic in the area and you're trying to get something.
Jesus.
Really,
Wow.
Taylor? Really?
It's concentration up to 10 minutes though, but it's within 30 feet.
Can I use that to gain advantage to search for this thing? Since it would glow brightly?
Yeah, I'll let you have it.
Oh, look at him being
You start
nice.
looking around.
All right, well then, you said perception, correct?
Yep.
Ooh, okay. 19.
You get out into the fields and start looking around. There's not really a whole lot of people around where you are because there's
It's
just an
green.
open
Field's
areas.
green.
So you start looking around. So while you're looking, what are the rest of you doing for damage control?
Renlith is standing. He's just up there with the rest of them. His arms up, continuing his deception. Like, what just happened?
All right.
What have you guys done?
She freaks out and says, "You stay here. Make sure the stone doesn't come back and keep track of these." And she runs down the stairs. I've got to find the stone. And she hightails it down the steps. Celia wakes up, yawns, and just kind of opens her eyes and looks around. Okay.
She just fell asleep and was like, oh, all right, that's fine. She's a narcoleptic. Everyone's about to stop.
So the guard that's still in the room with you just kind of looks around, and you can tell he's just sleeping. And he starts kind of rocking to himself, and he says, "I'm going to lose my. I'm going to get thrown in jail. They're going to lock me away forever."
Oh, we didn't because of our action. And by that I mean I.
Yeah. Renlith says, "Calm down. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine." It's a bird.
It's just a random magical bird.
You don't understand. If we lose this stone, we lose our livelihood.
You're lying. Does it? Oh, I can't ask questions. I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm running through a field, wet. Just a big hairy, It's like Snuffleupagus on the run.
So after searching around for a few minutes, you do actually uncover with the help of detecting that helps you close, and you do find the stone just lying on it. It's not glowing like.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to the one with the guy in it.
Renlith starts looking at the pedestal.
Oh, and I'm gonna. What's the range on this?
It's not. It's like you're like a
Oh,
because then guiding bolt ring.
right. But it's a question of do I risk running back to give a message and get caught by that other chick, or just run? I'm just gonna run.
So as you pocket the item and you start moving, as you're going through the grass starts flattening. All the weeds or anything in front of you just start unfazed. By.
Sweet, I dig it. I'm running faster. I'm used to weird stuff happening. It's fine. He's always and Joe too.
Hightail it back to the end.
Different.
How long are you guys hanging out in the tower?
So Renlith is up there. And he's gonna wait for a while. Actually, in Renlith's mind, he's like, I need to maintain positive, whatever the hell just happened. Because Renlith did put together. You know, he's pretty smart. And he probably pieced together and probably.
First of all, I think Van probably did this. Do you recognize the bird? I feel like an intelligence check.
All right. So if you guys hang out, and eventually this woman comes back up the stairs, and she just looks distraught, and she says,
Is that the lady that killed my familiar?
Yeah.
Good.
She just looks distraught, and she says, "Find the stone. We have to report this. We have to find this stone." And the other guard.
Was that a scene?
No.
Okay.
She didn't find you.
How can I help?
We have to find the stone.
How can I help?
Help us find the stone. Help us find the stone, and you'll be cleared. Whatever. The stone was fine until you appeared.
The stone was fine until you showed up.
It's never been stolen. No one would steal a stone. Why would anyone steal a stone?
It's my question. I came up here to talk to Elder about not the stone.
I'm not even here for that.
Yeah, I didn't even come here for the stone. I came here to talk to the elders.
The elders are on the Isle of the Gods.
I know, and I can't get there.
We have to go there now. We have to.
Great.
We
That's
have
all
to,
I wanted to do in the first place.
No,
Let's go.
No, you have to stay here.
Oh my.
Stay here in case the stone comes back.
I'm not waiting for your stone.
Wait until the rock comes home. What?
Both guards leave.
So it's just like Joe and Renlith and Celia up here alone?
Oh,
Goodbye.
right, this one's awake now too and leaves as well.
Standing up there like, I guess we're the guards now.
Of what? There's nothing there.
Of this pedestal. And Renlith looks at the pedestal.
Okay.
Is there anything, or he puts the other on top of it?
Okay.
Pulls it out of his bag and on top of what happened.
When you put it on the pedestal, a white light starts growing around the stone and starts slowly.
Nice. No! Like, just see what it does. It's gonna cover the island in mist.
That's his nagging suspicion that.
Ask Van what he would do the opposite. That's the plan.
Celia walks up to the stone. That's really weird. I haven't seen a bird appear out of nowhere and steal a stone.
I was just gonna say, since the last time Van brought his bird out.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to leave here. So this land.
I'm sorry I fell asleep while it happened. Maybe if I had been awake, I could have stopped the bird.
Wait, did I inadvertently kill a village?
Not inadvertently.
No. Well, I mean, that was an unintended tertiary effect, okay? I'm not sure.
Hey, that magic that I felt here, that's now north of here.
And it's. Let's go that way. Better not waiting.
I would just like the record to reflect that this was entirely Joe's idea.
He doesn't know it's playing on his phone.
Joe was the mastermind in this heist.
We already knew this wasn't where this was. We just knew it was like powerful magic.
All right, so you guys walk back to the inn.
I guess
And
that makes sense.
Van's downstairs, and
The tea is ready.
There's
There's
a bunch
because
of-
I would have burst in and be like, "He's on his way. You better make sure the tea is hot." He sent me ahead to let you know.
so there's a hot tea on the table downstairs when you get there.
Oh,
All that effort.
And
that's why I dosed yours anymore. This one's just for you, for no reason whatsoever.
With the every.
okay, you took that. You better remain.
Yes. Okay.
Also, I do. It's not. It does not weigh heavily on my way. Takes.
Why would you tell him
He
that?
takes the tea cup
He
with him.
smiles as he walks away, sipping tea, having crushed someone's soul.
He doesn't-
Successfully took away their happiness.
Oh my god! He
He doesn't-
feeds on happiness.
He doesn't. He doesn't drink the tea.
Doesn't he smirks a little bit as he walks
No,
out?
he doesn't. He does not smirk. There's no smirk.
It's just a full-blown smile.
No, he's just sharing information.
Chuckles a little bit.
Man is very. In fact, he might be so sad he might go give it back. So when you say that, I'd be like, should we give it back? We should give this back, right?
The stone they're looking for,
Yeah. I
Do they get brighter as like we hold them closer together? No.
they don't glow while you're just holding.
Was that weird grass thing?
that
Did
stone?
that happen the whole way home or back then?
Does that stone thing
Until you get
speak
on,
to you?
until you got on the cobblestone grass.
Do I feel funny when I hold it?
Stone.
You just feel.
You feel like Van normally feels. Anyone else would be high as shit right now, but you just feel normal.
Yeah. I mean, we have to be mind. Well, actually,
Man, I think that was the stone they were looking for that the bird stole. We should probably get it and take it back to them so the bird doesn't steal it again.
That was my bird too. I'm very sad.
The bird died.
it's not a bird. It's from the faith. He just said it's gonna be killed. It's pretty. It's not like that.
Okay, thanks. You have a good one.
Can I move to your other question? Yes.
That's a lot of stuff, man.
Well, the big.
Yes.
Yes.
There are 2 other stone magic things nearby.
Can you possibly point me
Point us in the direction?
A lot of things also.
Holy crap. That's ridiculous.
It's kind of cool.
Yes.
That way. And once you orient yourself in the basement, you realize that she's pointing slightly, north.
Who wants to come with me?
I do.
Well, that's all I need. He says a little bit more quietly. Anybody else want to come?
Nope, just us.
Great. We'll catch up with
You should leave me alone with stone.
this time with jokes. Nobody's paying attention.
Yeah, I'm use microwave.
Good luck.
Why? That's just a weird thing to say to somebody when you ask, "Hey, I'm gonna use microwave." Best of luck. Maybe not be in your favor, like it's gonna blow up or something. What?
There's only one way to find out.
I bought you egg rolls.
Oh, you got egg rolls?
Yes.
Why'd you get egg rolls?
Okay.
Just because I say something's good doesn't mean you have to order them.
Well, if you don't eat my well, it's fine.
All right.
For my wife.
It's already cold.
Huh?
It's already cold.
Yeah.
Wow. It did take a really long time for it to show up. Though.
No shit.
I was actually wondering if you actually ordered. Wow.
All right, so yeah, we head out there. Whoever follows, follows. But
Okay. So the 2 of you head out all by your lonesome, while the rest of the other 2 bask in the glow of
power team going out
stolen jewels. So you head out, and she points you outside the town.
outside of the town.
Yeah.
Good.
You hug the coast for a little while, and then you realize that she's pointing off somewhere deeper into the wilderness. And there's actually, you realize after moving about a little bit, there's actually a little road that leads out, kind of in the general direction. There's a sign on the road that says Pelinor's Tower, 4 miles.
4 miles. Goodness, 4 miles.
I thought so too.
They normally come cut. I don't think they cut them. I guess maybe so they wouldn't get as cold. Maybe.
Okay, well, just give me a few minutes. I'll get us a ride and summon my horse. And Celia and I can ride the horse because between the 2 of us, we weigh as much as one person.
At the end, I can run, keep up with the horse anyway.
You could, yeah, if you were there.
Where am I?
I don't know. I asked everybody twice if anybody wanted to come.
Yeah, this is what I was all along.
What?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll just pretend that Celia and I start riding the horse and you show up like 2 minutes later running full clip. Like, hey,
I mean, yeah, whatever.
what's up?
I'm not hanging out.
Except it's going at a normal speed, so
So you can easily catch up with it
yeah.
because you move so fast.
Is Kabor bounding after us?
No, Kabur's still sick in the end.
Dead potatoes.
And Van is.
At the end, apparently.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It depends. When Joe leaves, do you leave too?
Well, I'm following.
Okay. So I guess about a minute after Joe arrives, Van shows up too.
You can always be invisible.
Now the group's together again. And Celia just kind of looks and says, "We'll go together."
I don't know. It's very confusing. Everything that we ever do is
But it always.
oftentimes just don't know what's happening. Okay, so we're heading 4 miles in the direction of Pelennor, right?
Yes.
We're going Pelennor, who is the hermit? No, he's the...
It's their local.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
that's where you guys are going?
Always wizards.
Oh,
Always with wizards. You know why nobody ever looks for sorcerers? Me neither. It's weird why they're always looking,
Because evidently the only sorcerer you guys know is all low key and tries not to get anyone to know who he is.
right? It's because they don't need millions of gold coins just to do magic. God, it costs nothing to you just have to be good at it. It's
I think it's because wizards do work research and they know stuff besides fireball. Like, good, politics and history.
whatever. That's not true.
All right. So you guys walk to the Pelennor Tower, 4 miles doesn't take all day, but considering it was afternoon, it's
I mean-
probably evening when you get there.
We're going at a fast pace.
Yeah, but you guys have done a lot of traveling today. So
I haven't done very much traveling.
it's getting to about sundown when you make it to the tower.
I can travel 13 miles an hour.
Yeah, if you just run off, I won't. I'll make tea.
No. Really? Okay. I mean, if you are coming along, it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Everything's all messed up right now. Renlith doesn't know what's going on.
I love Renlith.
Yeah, he's pretty frazzled.
So as you arrive at the
The
tower,
bar isn't helping.
As you arrive at the tower, it is more of a flat cylinder than you would expect. It looks like it's maybe only 2 stories, but it's a very wide tower. There's a door at the front. It's a oval door. There are a number of windows, but they're only on the second. And the top is flat.
And house.
Or a practical tower.
A practical tower.
There's a sign
Renlith,
on,
yeah.
a sign on the door that says High Wizard of Haze and Myst, friendly, local, long-lasting.
It's a wizard of cologne.
Inquire within
Ode to magic.
for tasks and necessary
He's a wizard
deeds.
for hire.
And then there's a
Not only does
little,
he read books, he does it.
and then there's a knocker, and there's also a rope that looks like it rings a bell.
Ring the bell.
Alright, so
Dong.
Renlith mage the bell.
Okay, the bell rings with a
more than 10
loud,
pounds of force.
resounding clink.
It's a clink. The bell's
Clinking.
oh, like the shop bell.
A ding.
Ding, wasn't a clink. Okay, good to head.
Sorry, I dinged when I should have clinked, or I clinked when I should have dinged. Sometimes you suck. Sometimes you
I
don't.
just want to know,
I don't even.
That's what I do.
are Joe and Van with Cilia? And
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad because Renlith does not want to go into.
Oh, he likes.
All right. About a minute later, there's some rumbling behind the door, and then the door opens, and a brightly dressed wizard, older fellow, humanoid, maybe about 5'2", pretty short guy. You're guessing later 50s in age. He's got a neatly trimmed beard that is kind of just a straight, long, white beard, though his hair is still mostly gray with some brown flakes in it. He has bright yellows and reds on his colors for his robes. He's got some satchels at his side, but the things that draw your attention almost immediately are he has 2 shoulder pauldrons. One is sporting red gem, the other one is sporting...
Do they look similar to the ones that we have?
Yes, and they glow slightly.
Huh. Hey, look, Renlith the wizard. He has magic stones too.
He opens the door and he says, "Welcome, friends! I am the great, renowned Adney Pellinor.
Hey, what do those things do? Point to his pauldrons.
Magic."
I message Van and I say,
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you.
hear what?
The whisper.
Oh, I was talking about him. Van's direction.
He's not
Oh.
standing there dejected.
I want to know if we could.
What is him?
He's called a furball.
Excuse me.
First of his kind.
Furball, first of his kind.
His name-
Not first, thank you. Last. I hope not, actually. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, now Van's very sad. so,
Furball, last and first of his kind.
So
It's just common, I'm impressed.
I wanted a moment of your time to discuss some goings.
Of course, of course. Tell me what you need done and the great Adney will come. Now,
you can do magic?
come into my parlor.
Oh, said the spider to the fly.
Yes, all of you are welcome. The room that you enter looks like a little tea room. There are a bunch of armchairs spaced about. There's a little coffee table, and there's actually a warm teapot.
I will start.
No need.
I'm used to
No, it takes care of itself. And, as you guys sit down, the little teapot floats and starts pouring.
this is some sword in the stone level magic shit, and Van is thoroughly impressed. This is way better than anything you've ever done.
You don't want to touch that anyways. It's very hot.
These are natural level.
You may not have been here long enough. Now, tell Adney, what task?
I'll cut right to the chase. There's a great deal of evil that's
Evil. Not to worry. It's not. As long as we don't go to Miasma, no evil comes to Haze.
so not here on these isles, but south in the mainland.
Oh, don't worry about the mainland. Mainlanders never come up here.
We're mainlander. Also, there are particular
Why are you here?
because we are looking for particular stone, the key to opening up a great evil.
Why do you want to open a great evil?
We're preventing it. Collect these. Make sure that they do not fall into of the terrace and follow.
No, don't know what you're talking about. I don't think Adney can help you here. So sorry.
I think you can, and I think you know what we're talking.
Nope, don't know anything. Definitely not something that Adney has any concern over, and you probably would be best finding something to do on the mainland. Mainlanders. Yes. Oh, well. Oh, it's getting late.
So
I'm so tired.
reaches into his bag and he pulls out the white stone. He says, "This looks awful. You have on your shoulders."
His eyes immediately go wide, and he kind of sits back in his chair.
He puts it back.
Van looks at Renlith and was like,
You got it.
Yes.
Been trying to get that.
I'm going to message Renlith and be like, tell him the Incubus is coming.
Renlith gives a nod of approval at the idea.
Since we're all about taking happiness away.
Well, I'll tell you
One of
what.
you must be very righteous.
So you can obviously
Righteous?
Yeah,
Righteous.
Otherwise,
To get the Stone of Plancia.
What?
The Stone of Plancia.
Well, I understand what you're referring to. Did you not know that? Are there other ones of these?
Of course.
2 right there.
There's 6 of them.
Are they all the same stones? Whatever.
No, there's only one stone in Plancio.
What's that
Of
one?
course you would know that if you've
What's,
got
you
one.
say they're red and blue?
No, red and purple. The
Oh.
stones of Parthiax and Rasa.
What do they do?
So listen.
Which one's the racer one?
The purple.
Give it to me. I mean, no. Would you be willing to trade it?
Hold on.
No. Okay, never mind. Fine.
I don't know. It's, very,
All right.
it's incredibly useful.
What does it
I'd
do?
rather not get rid of it.
What does it do?
It affects time.
So, all right. Well, here's the deal. You can hold on to your
It makes it
stones.
to where I don't have to worry about getting. I can get more done in the day, and I have time to fix fumbles.
Well, that's great. I'm sure that's great for a wizard, but the problem is, you see, there is an ancient man, COVID, who is going to come. He's not going to sit down and ask. So, what I would like to do is give me stone
No,
for your life.
They help threatening me.
No, I just explained to you. I'm not threatening you. I'm saving your life because if you don't give them to me, then an evil ancient entity is going to come and kill you.
I've had these for years, and there's been no problem.
That's great. That's absolutely great.
I don't have anything to worry about as long as I got these. And if I could get the rest, I'd be even more powerful than you can even imagine.
Old man Thanos. Who's imagine?
Well,
Should we
listen.
happy to hear that?
You need to give them.
No, I searched long and hard, and these were the 2 most important ones to me.
That's great.
And luckily, I was actually able to get them.
To give them.
Perhaps I would trade you if you could get the Yellowstone, Fladora's.
See, the purpose is not to trade stones, to gather the stones.
I'll give you the Parthiac stone for Fladora's stone.
How much for that one?
I don't.
It's the best one. I don't want to get it.
I don't want to take them.
Good. I don't want you to take them from.
What I want.
What if we borrow?
Oh, that's a genius idea. Captain Compromise over here.
Borrow them. Well, I let you borrow them, and you give them all back to me afterwards. I give you 2, and you give me 4 back when you're done.
Sure.
No.
Why not? You want something from me, I should get something from you.
Your life and your livelihood.
No,
What about this? Do you know what this is?
very boring. Pales in comparison.
All right. I guess we're gonna fireball it. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Fine. We'll take the 2 now, and we'll give you 3 later.
No, 4.
3, but you get to choose.
Oh,
Which ones? I get any 3 that you have?
sure.
You can choose from 3.
What? Are you popping bubble wrap, Taylor? Like, what are you doing?
No, muting and unmuting Brandon.
I give you 2 now, you give me 3 later.
Sounds like you're crumpling a
That's
plastic
the
serving
audio.
tray.
When do I get these?
After we destroy Ian Covis and save the world.
That's very vague.
It is.
Too much.
But you know what? It shouldn't take that long, and you'll
'Cause
know.
he's coming.
You'll
Sure,
know.
not that long. That's very vague too.
Yeah.
I need
Well,
hard numbers here.
okay. Fine. 1 month and a half.
1 month and 1/2.
1 month and a half. By Christmas, definitely. Whatever Christmas. Please tell me celebrate Christmas here. There's no
We'll have it on St. Flurban's Day.
St. Flurban's Day.
That's the middle of Terrasil.
Okay.
That would be a good time to get Blackstone more powerful then.
Well, then we'll get that one and we'll bring it to you.
I don't really know what the Blackstone does, but it has anything good use though.
Okay. Well, you can wizard it up around here while you decide.
Wait.
Such dis-
I'll do it, but I need some sort of guarantee that I'll get the stones back. I just met you.
The word of the
What do you have
fellow
in mind?
wizard.
Would you like a contract?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
Very good.
a binding magical contract.
No.
It's like, no.
If only we had a priestess of Destria.
That's the god of justice or something?
No, of oaths.
Oh, Destria?
Destria.
Oh, yeah. I knew it sounded.
Yeah. Well,
God of horrors.
normal contracts this will hold up.
This would be a binding contract empowered by magic to make sure that you go through with it. I'd feel very secure.
I mean, I can write a contract. Don't get it back and frame that.
I don't know your phone.
Oh,
Hold that.
so we saw this play, right? Oh, wait, no, that was about Randall. Never mind.
No.
His dad's, like, in charge of the city.
What city?
What's the big one?
Livermore?
That one.
Never heard of it.
Are you, what?
Is it anything like Solitris?
Yes. His dad's the king of
I
ish.
didn't know there was a king of Solitris. My sister never mentioned. Oh, she runs an inn in Solitris. You may have heard of it. I believe it's called the Pelennord.
That's why your name sounds familiar. That's a great place to stay. They have really good food.
That's where I
I've
always
been
stay.
there.
I've never been there. I don't like the mainland.
Oh, you should. It's pretty great.
So,
Food's good.
I
Bed's
feel
comfy.
like there's too much land in between me and the water.
Are you born out of the water or something?
No, I like to go swimming.
Oh, he's like, no, I just like to swim.
Okay, so here's my proposal.
The tropical climate here is nice.
The
Except it's not very tropical.
both the people
Except
in
for on this island. It's really nice.
Do you have any island tobacco? What do you put in your wizard pipe?
We just met.
Around
So
here?
I don't smoke with strangers.
Yes. Best kind of island.
So all
Okay,
right, so
wizard.
we know the same people, and
Did you down your food?
I only ate a part of it. When I ordered it, I was hungry, and then I put it back in the bag. I'll eat the rest.
so we know the same people, and you can be assured that
What's the name?
also I have
Go for it, man.
I have a keep outside
That's
of
the
there.
last one, so you might as well
Go to town.
double dip. I've never had one of those before. I was in black bean, almost vomit, because I was expecting an egg roll.
Yeah, so we
A
have
little weird first time.
we have a keep.
Don't worry, just it's a little weird the first time. It's okay.
We have a keep just northeast
You'll like
of
it eventually.
Solitris. Everybody on
sauce.
everybody on the council knows us and can vouch for us.
What council?
His dad has lots of.
No, we're just talking about Solitri.
The only thing I know about Solitris is the name. I've never been there.
Your sister has it in there.
Yes,
You communicate with her?
for a couple of years for holidays.
You don't. What's the nearest holiday? I don't know if Daniel's planned out.
There's no Easter.
Day of healing.
Day of healing.
Natalia's holiday.
Cool. When's that?
The 12th.
Something like a week and a half.
Greens are passed 2 weeks later.
I don't really care much about the holiday, but the townspeople enjoy it.
Or so.
Well, not so much a celebration as just general rejoicing, because it's traditional that healing is free, and the priests provide curative magics to the people
Well, I can do that.
in order of severity.
Do you need healing magic? You don't like.
No, I'm spry. That's why I swim daily. Gout is the rich lout's disease.
Do you normally go swim?
Oh my god, that's why Renlith doesn't walk anywhere. He has gout!
No, he's not nearly fat enough.
You have to be.
It helps.
Okay, sure. That's why he wears those loose slippers.
The books say that it's most common in people that eat something exceptionally fatty and rich in foods.
So my 3 grapes today.
Innards, preserved meats.
Those sound delicious.
They are, but that's why we can't eat very often.
Oh.
That and the fact that they're expensive.
Do you have any here? I'm really hungry. Can you make lunch?
It's evening.
Dinner? Supper?
No, you have tea.
Afternoon tea?
You're already asking for my stones.
I just want to touch it.
Can't touch my food.
Your stones. Don't make it weird. Just want to touch your magic.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't
The
know.
left one or the right one?
The purple one. Are we gonna kill him, or are we make this whole lot quick?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Out of character. Out of character. Are we gonna kill him?
Well, write up this contract and I'll look it over, and then, if it seems fair and I trust you enough, I'll hand over the stone.
Okay, it's a simple. He writes it up.
Don't you have people for it?
Well,
Make sure
they're
it's
not here. He writes
That's
up.
right.
It has to be a death and dismemberment clause as well. So if we death and dismember this guy, we'll...
Make it not cover active dogs and any spell that he casts.
That's a dog. Or fireball.
So it's a very simple contract. It simply says, in 1 month and a half, 3 stone offered to Pelin in payment for borrowing stone that he owns, that he may choose from all of the stones that we possess.
He's gonna be real mad when we show up a handful of rocks.
I won't have any.
He thinks about it for a while.
Roll for peasants.
He thinks for a while, and he is really concerned, but eventually he caves. It's fine. This deal is too good to pass up, and it's my only chance to get another stone.
What happens when you get all 7?
There's only 6, and
Or, well, I don't know what they're. So what happens when you get all 6?
only had 2.
Well, why do you want the other ones if you don't know what they do, or how do you know they exist?
I've seen them.
Where?
The other islands.
Oh,
I just can't get to them.
but you're so good at swimming.
Swimming doesn't matter. Like I said, I've seen them. I can't get them.
Why?
They're guarded.
Oh, so you mentioned only somebody pure can get the white one?
No, righteous.
Excuse me, only somebody righteous can get the white one. Are there requirements for the others?
Yes.
What are the requirements for, like, who can get the black one?
Only one of the great evil.
Green?
Green? Already been...
Oh, that's
He's
right, they have
bargained.
it here in
He's
town.
bargained
don't
with. They made a deal with the Guardian.
they? Yeah, what other white?
The Yellowstone. The Stone of Fledora.
What's that?
I don't know, I only speculate. I believe it will, interacting with the Greenstone and the Yellowstone, could provide this city with enough food to support a great deal of people. But me personally, I believe it'd be warm and be able to get a tan without leaving.
You're looking kind of...
Hey, I go out and tan every day.
Push it up.
But it is cold and cold out.
Okay, well, that's all done. Here you go.
Nope. And just pops and stops clicking. Pops. Be careful, of course.
Yeah, please hold the one for racing. Please, 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 please.
Alright, you plop them in the bag.
It's
barely
this close to pawing through Raina's bags.
without even
While
bothering,
he's
barely
wearing
even
it.
noticing. I feel so
Oh.
dangerous without.
You're dangerous? You're more dangerous without the stone?
It feels more dangerous without Raisa Stone from miscalculations.
Do you understand? So,
Slow. So slow.
Raisa wouldn't really approve of the way you're stoned.
Raisa is the goddess of time.
Right, the natural progression.
Her magic controls time, and that stone allowed me to manipulate
And that was...
using the powers. I retrieved the stone. I bargained. I was given the
How
right
did you get it?
Good question.
bargain with the wolves,
Wolves?
Wolf.
Ooh, the
the
wolves.
timeless wolves, the guardians of the stone.
Where are they?
On the island.
Or when?
They were on the island.
No good stories.
Gloom.
Where's that?
Sounds like
Okay. Is there a temple to Raisa there?
It's really a temple or more just an ancient.
The last one we went to is a building fort.
But the timeless wolves stay there.
Okay.
They mentioned that eventually someone with stone expecting those wolves would have a few.
Oh, they just are. They exist in all.
It was very
Very
confusing
fortunate.
talking to.
this has all been great, and I appreciate it. That's about it. Good luck to you. We'll see you in a month and a half.
You better.
Or-
Otherwise,
or
I'll
sooner.
I'll be talking to your dad.
Do you like magic? I have a miss. It's cursed, but I don't. You seem like don't put it on until
I
time.
don't want a necklace unless you have a necklace of adaptation. Do you have a necklace of adaptation?
What's-
Unless you breathe underwater.
Oh, maybe this one's one I can put it
I
on.
could explore the reef.
No, dude, that sounds handy though.
No.
It's not.
That's why I was asking you if you had one.
Speak with Lady
Who?
Leaf.
Who?
This is the name of
You're about to get called.
in Solitris. Send your sister a message. Ask her to ask Lady Leaf about that item.
Put
She
it,
finds items from all over.
put it on Renly's.
Why a leaf? Why not the leaf?
Lady, it's a person. Her name is Leaf. So I've tried too hard already.
That's the extent of Renly's caring about other people for one day. 10 seconds of trying.
I don't know. I'm not scheduled to talk to my sister for at least another 6.
Next turn 6 months.
It's too cold. To
Right now, it's too dangerous without.
wear those when you swim.
Of course,
Rough on the water.
it's fine. They fit in my swimsuit.
I'm so glad I didn't touch those. Now Renlith will burn this tower down.
My wizard swimming robes.
He put it in his wizard pocket. Oh no!
So Renlith is leaving.
It was high.
Taylor looks so depressed.
Oh.
Renlith is leaving.
Taylor likes playing online.
It's done.
Taylor doesn't like playing with bars.
Jennifer, your brownies were amazing.
Sure, because I don't.
I ate 2.
Okay.
But I haven't had sugar in 2 weeks, so that might be a factor.
Huh?
Everyone's doing a good job pretending there wasn't brownies just now. Thanks.
You want us to put one in front of the camera?
It's a premium dick move.
Maybe.
It's just, if you guys want to do some shit on the webcam, can you wait till we leave? It's up there. Oh no.
You
Gorilla is like my favorite treat. So
Nice.
if you can have something next time, I can go over.
We'll try to remember.
Make sure you leave them with the new tenants.
I might be a little bit
These
weirder than you
are
guys.
for a guy that shows up looking for brownies. Don't ask questions. Just give it to him.
Just put them in if you want.
Yeah, so Renlith is fed up.
Okay.
This is well beyond the limit of what stands for wizards.
How many bedrooms?
I mean, what?
Bedrooms?
What's the layout here?
I mean, you're leaving.
It's already rented.
Oh.
The first people we showed the house to rented.
Oh, because you had to have somebody get out of your...
No, he was just trying to get at least immediately when we left.
Oh.
A couple came next to us right after they left. And
It's a nice neighborhood. It's a beautiful house. I assume there's a backyard.
we're amazing at we should be realtors is we're that good at selling it. No.
Or there's very...
Yeah,
very
so they're probably
the two houses on our street have gone up for sale in the last 6 months. Both of them sold within a week. The first one, the one across the street from us, sold the day she put it on the market. That's people are just never.
What would you
I guess our property value has gone up 25 grand in the 2 years.
post? The first
Do you
place
know what we need? We need fiber. Fiber in
Oh, yeah, we did.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like if we had that, it would attract like tech business because it's. I mean, you've got Netcom right too far from. Yeah, it's Tucson's more of it. There's no port here. It's next door. It's down
No,
the
it's
road.
not.
Technically,
They'd have to.
how could you possibly fly from Tucson?
It's good. It wouldn't have been.
we couldn't see. Yeah. So is everybody else leaving now? Because Renlith has something to say.
I think so. I think everybody.
When we're out of the door, see why I can't stand wizards now, and he just starts like stomping off.
Yeah.
I thought he was very
So
pleasant.
Kabar and Joe have been like on for a while though, wizards. Especially after that fucking dungeon.
Right? That
Why?
changed. That changed
Why did
us.
you guys like what was it? To open the door.
No,
It's like precipitation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had to cast prestidigitation.
And I was like, it's like a level 3.
God.
After like
what did you do to them in that dungeon that they hate wizards so much now?
They were in the dungeon. You can listen to the audio clips.
There's a lot of those because we were there
It's all
for
about
months.
reading the
Months.
books.
Yeah, Renlith was stuck reading and researching for hours.
And then they even helped in a wizard get stuck out of internal damage
Did that make you feel different?
Well, I hated every minute of it.
because he was stuck as a ghost.
Oh, that's so
They
nice.
still don't know. I think actually.
Yeah,
they
no,
weren't
it was
helping.
not.
Well, as somebody who's accidentally killed a couple of people, I mean, just a few, I can understand how that happens.
Okay, so we have one.
4 out
so
of
we
the
just,
7.
We just have to go to Miasma, and Flodora. Miasma might be a little terrace. That's kind of a one, not that. But Flodora, but that's a different. Renlith know what Flodora is.
He really.
It's the name of
You
the
might
story.
vaguely
West.
remember her because there was a level devoted to the guild house potential. Stop that guy's themes.
Stop what?
The guy's theme.
Yeah. The minute we have a spare hour, I'm going to resummon my familiar, and I'm going to constantly pester Renlith for racist stone.
It says, guy was. I think he was really physical fitness.
Hey, Celia, catch. I'm going to toss her stone.
Goes and fumbles and it drops in front of her. Almost.
Toss it back.
Oh.
When she touches it, does anything happen? Oh.
Renlith tries to.
It would explode.
Renlith tries to.
Oh.
She goes and
Dexterity.
it goes a little bit, and as it leaves her hands, kind of trace the pushes itself towards you,
Catch!
and then as you catch it, and the vines just kind of drop and wither and die.
What the hell? I rolled a total of a 19.
Well, it kind of just wrapped around you and went to Van,
I'm going to... Where are we?
just standing on the road, heading back into Myst.
Oh, so we're outside of town?
Yeah, you're
So-
basically in the wilderness.
So that
So-
green one is Kyla.
Yes,
She's a goddess of...
the earth, nature, and plants. And
I'm going to try and will the grass to grow. While I hold the
That's
stone.
one with the favorite animal turtle. Huh.
you sit there willing the grass to grow, and nothing really happens. The only thing you notice is you're walking.
I'm going to run out to the grass on the side of the road.
All right, you run out into the grass, and as you walk into the grass, it just flattens, like basically forms nice. Like there's no spring. It's like it's nice, even. It just kind of flattens out in front of you.
I'm basically like wandering in like
And-
random directions.
And you look behind you, and it goes back. So it's like just where you are. It just flattens out, make it an even,
Guys, have you
easy,
seen this?
easy movement.
I'm gonna like hold the stone and like concentrate on the grass. Does it do that even if I have it in my pocket? I should. It's good life advice. Stay off the grass in public. Okay. No, I really want to hold the one from.
Oh right.
Quit being weird. Just give me the stone. Can I make vines reach out and grab it? Oh.
You can't see.
What happens if I just
They're
like,
not toys.
chuck it up in the air? Is anything else?
And I mage hand.
Flies up in the air.
You can't.
Mage hand.
Oh, yeah, that would work. Not really catching it. You're just falling into.
Right, I'll put it away.
He's like, pow. That was really cool how it's in the hand just appeared
Here,
like that.
I changed my mind. Give me the purple one.
He takes that.
Very special. But after holding it for a few minutes, suddenly you just almost feel like it's just a fraction of a second slow. Like you can just your reactions a lot better.
I'm gonna hang on to it. I'm gonna meditate on that shit like it's a magic item.
Okay. Let us go back tomorrow. Charter a piece of paper with Oris and then be done with it because I don't really want to deal with the terrorists, honestly.
Well, what are we trying to do with all these once we collect them? Hey, we're just gonna carry them around and just have all of the things Evenkos is looking for ready for him when he shows up? What if we give it to the people at the Towers of Jade? They're smart, they have books and stuff.
Powerful objects, wizards, absolutely
Well,
morons, destroy the world. They're the reason for half of the things that are wrong with the world as it stands. Joe falls over. He's like,
He's having a seizure, guys. Like, is Joe
I
okay?
was suspicious of get Griffin with Laura stuff
Why?
because I'm metagaming.
Because I'm metagaming.
But the only
He's
notes that I didn't take from the wizard dungeon thing was for Laura. Everything else,
She did
Is she one of the gods?
Yeah, she's one of the gods.
Of
That's why she has 9.
Give me a religion.
Baker's worship.
bakers? She got bread?
She's the lawful good.
I think it's like 13.
So you know she's one of the greater gods, one of the 6 greater gods. She's a good god of basically the sun, light, hope. Like one of the overall lawful goodest.
Goodest. More gooder than this.
More gooder than
She friends with Risa?
But she's not friends with hers.
She doesn't really give a yes or
No one likes Terracin. I mean, that's
terrorist.
Terracin is the fruitcake. He's there, but nobody wants to touch
Actually,
him.
the kick gods. He's got a mischief. He's basically Loki without any of. He's just a jerk. He's just a jerk. Not even doesn't have a reason just to screw.
So,
Terracin, friends with all the A science, Zencast, and Serens.
what?
Other gods.
Oh, okay, I was like, this is just random, like, nonsensical word.
was.
Yeah.
He was naming us.
Got it, okay.
He's got the Pantheon page open.
Oh.
All right, so
That's why he said he's not naming.
yeah, just heading back to the inn. Try to take a little nap.
All right, so you guys arrive back an hour, and it's fast. You guys get back to the dark, gleaming glow in the tower. There's a bunch of people that are still up in there. They look like they're gathered around the pillar. Maybe it's a little.
For the greater good. Yeah, murdering a city. So, before we sleep, I want to spend like an hour, like you normally would with a magic item to it, or to identify with. Well, I want to try to with stone. It doesn't? Okay. Can I just try and learn more about it? Like what it does, or
You learn provides pass without, and that when it's ensconced somewhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I have the purple,
Oh,
the
yeah,
racing
right.
one, not the.
Yeah, sorry. All right. You learn that it provides you passive +2, basically move faster. It also allows you and
Open and shut it.
free action, and you also roll one
Day?
once per one.
Oh shit. Okay, I've never heard of this.
It's a
Because you can roll critical failures.
Yeah.
And how often are you gonna roll two ones in a row? Like,
and then when it's ensconced somewhere, it affects otherwise.
I'm gonna have like this giant like rapper style bling necklace. Like
And you also know that it's one of 6 keys to it,
okay, the way into that.
but it has no access. You guys cut it up.
Before I go to sleep though. Oh
About all that.
no. I was gonna cast the spell that I don't have it. It's basically it's communion. I'm also gonna meditate and pray to Risa with this stone. Hopefully fuzzy. Rain is in there murder.
Okay, they're gonna get trashed.
You know what? 6-month-old Dinnerman? You don't want to pack that ticket with you?
6-month-old out there.
Maybe you guys have a Sonic addiction. Go like 2 times a week or something.
She does it.
That's
But it's mostly games.
they got rid of watermelon limeade. That's not. They don't offer it anymore.
You think the watermelon?
Yeah,
So
what's
we
your
got rid
favorite
of-
one?
We got rid of
Mango diet and tea.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what I drink. It's good. My wife. It's actually really good.
Mango. It's green tea. Why is it diet?
The diet just
Okay, well that's fine. Green tea is
the
good.
regular green.
I hate orange.
Oranges are good. Orange.
Are we talking
flavoring
about
is
the
nasty.
fruit or the flavoring?
Yeah, orange flavoring is nasty.
I was thinking fruit.
I like both mango fruit and flavoring, but I prefer the mango flavoring. However, orange flavoring is nasty.
When the
It
sleeps.
reminds me of the McDonald's orange, and that's
Like orange.
I like that. That's good.
Pick an orange.
They always don't sleep over there.
Keep up your sleep.
Can we tuck him in like sing him a goodnight song or something? 'Cause that's what I do for my kids. It's fine. They have good night songs.
We'll rock the camera to rock him. just make him throw
It's
off.
gonna be nauseating.
I'm in my character.
He's LARPing.
Oh, he's LARPing. Oh, nice.
Real time LARPing. We'll pick up in 8 hours, guys.
What is that design on that blanket?
It's very blocky.
It looks like an Afghan. Oh.
What?
The design. I was trying to figure out what the design on your blanket, like the black and white.
Black and yellow. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. But it's actually black and gold.
Oh, okay.
But the song is black and yellow.
What song?
The one about the colors black and gold.
Nope.
It's like talking to a
Interest of getting something else done.
It's Pittsburgh.
You sleep.
Pittsburgh colors.
You sleep through the
Just like
night
my jersey.
and wake up in the
But the
morning
jersey's football.
We're
The
gonna
blanket's hockey.
with all your spells
I won't
back
make that blanket.
and all your hit points back.
Okay.
Ready to steal some more stones.
Renly's arousing.
I can't sleep on myself. It's done.
You cast sleep on Renlith while he's doing his rousing speech. Too bad he's immune to
I don't
his
like
attack.
it. I might be able to make it.
Do I get any warm and fuzzies praying to Racer with this thing?
Maybe a fuzzy.
Maybe
Everybody
fuzzy.
gets plus 8.
Standard.
That's not enough. That's not enough to sleep anymore. You can roll max and sleep anymore.
Dude, you can't do it.
Alright, I can't roll max.
Oh wait, no, I guess no.
You can, but I don't think it's gonna be good.
You can put yourself to sleep. Yeah, if you roll max, you'd be 2 extra much.
Or he could just go to sleep.
He can't though. I think he's written it into like his canon that he literally can't.
Oh, max standard.
He sits there and basically tries to cast sleep on himself every night.
Max doesn't work. I thought it worked.
Weird. Max doesn't do that.
Huh? That's weird.
At least the way I'm doing it. Because I'm just rolling off my stack.
Oh, you know what? It probably only works when you're actually rolling from an ability. Just rolling the
Yeah.
dice, it doesn't affect it.
What's the thing?
The max button.
I guess I can also just multiply 9 times 8.
Yeah, you'd have to actually roll the sleep spell to get it to actually roll max.
Oh, no, I have 1 HP too many.
What?
Max would be 72. And 73.
Just punch yourself in the face.
Yeah, I was gonna say just cut yourself, but you also have to get through the 10 HP.
I also have to roll max. And my 3 level 3 spells. Again.
Joe's stabbing himself in the leg to lower his hit points every night before he goes to bed so he can cast sleep on himself.
Except he's immune to it.
Oh no!
Yeah, exactly.
But no one talks.
Oh man.
He's like a narcoleptic by proxy. We'll just start falling asleep wherever he goes.
Come on, keep watching me until my spell works.
Jeez. I feel like that's not the first time that.
And that's not the only reason.
Oh, brilliant. I have like half of this.
Sleep spells will actually work on me. I'm a health.
Yeah. There you go.
Stop. Good job.
Alright.
Just caught him.
So, yeah, going to get a dinghy to Flodora to Vapor.
All right.
Preferably this thing little boat guy.
All right. So you have to go find someone else because the other guy's not back yet.
Okay.
Did you make it back yet?
No, he didn't make it back yet.
How is he not back
You
yet?
need to get faster.
You've only been back for a couple hours.
No, I'm back for like 2 days.
No, this is the first time you slept since you've been back. Everything we've
Every
done,
single night.
everything we've done tonight was here, or was in a single day.
You need to get a faster driver.
Ding ding.
We also have a giant ship at our disposal.
Yeah, but Captain Earson isn't going to try and take that to any of these smaller islands, probably.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You like slap
I was
your.
like, we could borrow their shore boat. I don't know how good it is to go out of the island, though.
Is their dinghy the same as the other island?
Why is their dinghy bigger than the others?
Because theirs is like a escape vessel, boat,
Really?
vessel.
Why is their dinghy bigger and you take advantage of that?
So
the real answer.
The one from Captain
Didn't even
Earson's
catch
ship,
that.
the one from Captain Earson's ship is actually better than the. Let's just go and we'll have someone from his crew.
Yeah, that's what we need local.
All right.
Also, he didn't want to do anything.
Oh yeah, but I don't
They're
think
barely
there's.
allowed to even drop us off.
I don't think there's any risk of them staying anymore, is there?
No. Now that you stole their livelihood.
Nope.
Who did that?
You.
All the
You're-
things that make this place so special and blessed by the gods.
You're carrying it around in your pocket.
Oh, okay.
I have a purple one I made a deal with a wizard for. I don't know where that green one came from. Raina's got hot.
Oh my god, we destroyed an entire island.
Yeah, that's not much of an island. I never fabled anyway.
Won't be any more.
So you can actually walk. What?
How can we walk?
Yeah, can.
No, it's not a good idea.
Do one of these things let you walk on water?
No, they've built
Because
a.
Renla thinks he does.
Vapor is one of the close islands, and they have actually built. I'm sorry, it's not Vapor.
Yeah.
It's Broom. Broom is connected by a small lane or a small bridge. Vapor
No,
is,
we'll just find a boat person
Vapor is straight
and
south.
and a
So
person boat.
We're finding a boat person.
You mean a sailor?
Pay them.
We need a boat driver. Somebody ring a bell. Find a boat
a
driver.
boater. All right, you go to the.
Yes, we need a boater boat.
You
A
go.
boater boat.
You go to the docks in the morning, and you start throwing around money to try to get someone to take you.
We're here again. We need another boat.
Words like boater boat.
What happened to the other boater?
Like, how
What
did
happened
you
to the
get
other
here, but the boat
boater?
is still gone. Like, where's your boat?
He's slow.
We left him out at sea.
He wanted to take the boat. We just walked back. we told him it would be faster. We got horses. So there is someone willing to take you. It's not as far as the last one. It'll take half a day.
Yeah, I guess it would be easier
You don't have
this area to.
You don't have to go all the way around the island.
Yeah, Sally.
So he
Drive
wants
the
2 gold.
Okay, wait there. And because we're hours wait there and takes back.
4 gold. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
4 gold is.
You guys row
Wait, we
out.
should haggle. 5 gold.
You guys row out as quickly as possible. And-
Red
And
Lift goes to
you
boat?
have work.
no. Your
That's
rowmaster.
in the head.
The deckhand?
Your rowmaster.
Oh, Rowmaster.
Wade
The
Mendez.
boater.
Wade Mendez. Why's the manual labor guy gotta be like have a last name Mendez? That's messed up, Daniel. It's 2019. That's not acceptable.
Who's the first name on my random name generator?
My random worker name happens to be Mendez.
The actual thing is, why is this the first time he's banning? He's come on.
There is one Hispanic guy in Faerun, and he's rowing a boat.
So he just made 5 gold.
Oh,
Need 4 gold. 4 gold is what he was given. I'm not erasing another gold.
All right, so you guys go out, and about midday, you hit the shore of Vapor. It says, "Good place to visit, especially this time of year."
Why?
Vapor.
Thanks.
We go to the
I
left
still,
boat
I
there.
still wouldn't want to live there. Too much, not enough stuff grows of any use, but temperature's always and the mist is so bad.
Oh, this is the one with the Yellowstone.
Yep.
So it's sunny and nice all the time.
And as soon as you step foot on the island, it's like the mist does not penetrate onto the island, and it just seems Like, just that alone, you just realize how dark and gloomy everywhere else, because suddenly you can actually see the sun.
It's like, oh,
And it's bright and warm. It
Ugh.
feels like summer.
which reminds me.
And because of the humidity that it does not affect, so now it's just sticky. It just feels, and yet the plants resemble tropical flora.
Alright, you guys keep your eyes open for rugs.
It's just kind of old shrubs.
Hey, Renlith, if you hold that green stone in your hand when you walk through,
Worth it.
it's fine. All
And
right.
it works. Your path is a lot easier.
For all of us, or just him?
It's just him.
Can we
Oh,
walk?
I don't have a bad problem with paths either.
That's true. You're a ranger. Walk through.
Well,
I
But the plants don't like move out of your way. You just know how to step lightly.
I now have a base movement speed of 50,
Yeah.
so I feel like I run like Renlith's horse.
Celia, I offer respect.
It's okay. I like the feeling.
I don't. They make my slippers dirty.
I like to feel the wind do. All right, so you guys walk through. Sometimes the plants are a little higher, but move out of your way. You
Don't
guys
want my
just
horse
kind
to
of
get
force through, or Joe knows how to get around, and you just kind of force your way through. And Celia
Yeah,
never seems to have a
like a
problem.
kid in the game where like it doesn't touch a crack. There's like a lot of cracks. It's just like
So you guys move towards the middle of. You're guessing what's the middle of the island.
it's nice anyways.
As
course
Celia
it
kind
is.
of points, and by the time you're there, Van, you've got just basically plant all over Shin waiting, but no one else.
It's like after you mow the lawn in shorts.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then it sticks to the fur.
It's just hair everywhere, and it's green, and it's just like shit.
No one else has that problem. Celia still looks clean. Joe was stepping lightly through it. The horse had no shoes. Stuff was pushed down. Just you.
Just me. And I had that stone 2 hours ago. And now, fine. It's fine.
All right. So eventually you get to another ancient stone building, similar last one.
So we're in the right place.
It's the right
Is
time.
it glowing?
It's not even colored.
Go in.
Just pay the door.
Can my horse?
I'm okay with this melting into nothingness.
So it melts. That's how I. That's
This
how
has
I
to be. This horse has to be the most Salvador Dali fucking thing I have ever witnessed.
It just
Like,
basically
this-
melts and just, it kind of just seeps. Looks like it's seeping into the.
And I
cracks
feel like it
together.
doesn't melt all at once. It's just first like it face
Yeah,
just starts
exactly.
melting.
Yeah.
Like the rest of it's normal, but the legs are still moving. It's not going anywhere. And it's Van wonders if he dosed himself every time this happens.
Yeah, it melts like a wax sculpture.
It's just like, it's horrifying.
Probably, I'm gonna say it melts from the head and the rear first,
And it's just kind of melts towards the middle, and it just
and then,
collapses.
and then it collapses in from the middle.
Oh my god, it's fine.
It takes a minute.
And probably it's
It takes 1 minute.
it's slow on the outside, and then when it gets to the middle, it just kind of falls. And then there's just nothing left.
It is
no
it is-
goo or
it's a
anything.
fantasy.
Lifelike.
Can you make your horse a little less horrifying? Is that?
I didn't realize we were playing Call of Cthulhu.
That's exactly what this thing is.
All right, so you guys walk into the new place, and it's an identical replica of the last.
Well, let's head to the stone room.
So you quickly bust through the doors as Joe determines that there are no traps. He follows the same route to make sure that it's identical, taking the same steps he took before, I'm assuming, because that's the kind of person
He's
he
like,
is.
definitely.
And then you get to the last door. Open it up, and inside the room is heat, as there is a giant flaming griffin.
Hey, called it.
Fire erupts from its feathers on its wings, and it basically has a mane of fire as well.
Hey, Celia, you want to take
Oh,
the?
that
Hey, fire was kind of your thing, but let's maybe want to get stone.
Walks up to the door.
Joe should get it. Let's send Kabar.
I think we'll find out who can get it, if anyone.
As you stand there, the griffin cocks its head at you, opens its mouth, and some fire erupts from it. And then it says, "Why? Why are you here?
We seek the stone.
No one may take it."
No one.
We're here to prevent it from falling into the hands of agents of terrorism.
I really want to use staff.
Why?
They're attempting to retrieve all of to open a doorway.
The stone stays here, as it is protected by me. Can you protect the stone, as well as a celestial guardian? What would you do with the stone?
In an extra bag.
Stick it in my pocket.
And what good does that do when you hoard something for no purpose?
Well, we're trying to
Save the world.
prevent terrorists coming back, and the way to do that, or at least help do that, to make sure it can't be found. Right now, the stones are pretty defined. Location to the agents
Put it in
of
the
terrorism.
temple with the sign on the front.
And you plan to do nothing. Inaction is no solution.
Well, our goal is to destroy the agent, but we have to make sure that his initial plans are thwarted while we gather the necessary to destroy him and his agent.
So you plan to keep the stone from it by inaction and keeping it away when this entity would use the stone to do what?
Destroy the world and life as we know it.
To bring darkness, death, and everything the terrorists is dear.
Everlasting
The door
darkness.
stone does not bring darkness, it brings light.
It does, but that, along with 5 others,
Opening a door does not bring darkness. This door does not bring darkness. Do you even know what you speak of?
do you?
I only guard the stone. The stone which is a key. A key does not bring darkness. When opening a door
What
opens
does the door open?
possibilities.
Is the door open?
It opens possibilities.
So I would rather not have his door possibilities opened by somebody intentionally terrace range to this.
And therefore you choose inaction. Unacceptable.
Listen, the whole purpose of doing this is to drive him into our traps and destroy him. It's a feint.
Feign with the other gems. Fladora chooses action.
Hey, give us the stone so we can go kill.
You have no say here.
Why?
You will not be addressed again.
Very well. I think I understand your. The other stones can act with your power will drive the darkness terrace and destroy.
And the door?
Open, do everything. Lock.
Door of possibility.
Let's take the stones through the door and lock it behind
The
it.
door of possibility should not be
By Ian
mortal.
You could open it.
Your answer rings true, and yet also of inaction.
And what say you? We open it in the name of
For what purpose?
light,
Yes?
And hope. Oh, to counter the darkness.
Yeah.
To bring light and hope to the world.
direct counteraction, terrace, and darkness.
And then we'll bring it
we
back
should do
if you
that.
want.
The door, and light, possibility of light, which is certainly what I would prefer.
Your action sounds true. You will be trusted. Have you any other questions?
Of life. Does Joe have any questions? Joe?
No. I don't have any questions.
Do you know what happened? The door or been
The door has only been opened once before.
What happened to that?
Darkness entered. Did not get far. The stones were retrieved, balance restored, and more action. The stones have long been in the hands of inaction.
No
Neutrality.
longer. No longer.
The one time the griffin makes notice of you again when it says the word neutrality, and it just kind of glares at you. Race is a true neutral, even if you're.
The death, definitely.
You're pretty sure that this mage who's holding that gem has been doing squat work. Is that all? Time means nothing.
I think so.
Your action.
You want to get the stone now?
For one normally so decisive, you are very inactive, Ral.
Inactive.
Oh, I thought we were done. It's time for it to work.
Asked if you had questions. You asked one.
I asked you
You each get one.
a question.
One question, not questions, but you will be trusted as anything can.
Very well. For your trust.
The stones are only keys. Doors can be opened without keys.
It's true. I've opened a lot of doors without these.
Oh my god, while we're hunting the stones, Ian Kovic is opening the door!
How I keep how is this door how could this door be opened without the keys?
Six.
We use these tools.
You kick
Right
it
now.
out.
6 keys crafted from 6.
29.
One with enough power can bypass what was locked by 6.
That's not us.
Bypassing a lock only takes more time, more effort, more knowledge. Keys may ask the one who has less honor than to use keys. For the first time,
He's
it
looking
looks.
at you.
For the first time,
Is
it
he
looks.
looking at me?
Yeah. And then it looks back at Renla.
I'm ready now. No more questions now that I've asked more than one.
Then take your inaction. Inaction. Throw it away and perform action.
Renlith walks in.
Okay. The griffin thing kind of bows down, and as you toward the stone, the fire you can actually see the yellow stone and pull it away. And you
Renlith is right now.
for a second, as you pick up the stone, the fire kind of envelops your hand, and you just get a very warm and
Strange, Renlith doesn't like it.
It makes him a little bit nauseous.
so it's a very uncomfortable feeling, and yet it leaves you with a strange brightness.
Alright, let's go get the last stone.
Everybody's mind's gonna be blown.
I'm not gonna forcibly change your character, but it just feels like as you sit there holding it, you just feel.
I feel like a...
And then the griffin.
So the only other one's the death one.
Terrason's. Yep.
Where's that?
Wait, Terrence.
That's,
Miasma.
Isn't that where...
You guys don't know where he is. Last time you saw him, he was teleported away in
So
the.
what is the Miasma so bad again?
What's that? You don't really know what it's battered. You just know that it's the location, the island that's like has the terrace of
Black stone.
stone, the black stone, and a hermit.
Hermit. Terrace.
Darkness, night, fear, murder, deceit.
So, alright, cool. So he puts it in the bag.
You,
You only
let's go
take,
tell
only take that field.
the boat monger
Don't share that
that
hope
we're
and wholesomeness
going
with
on
anyone
vacation.
else.
We want to go to Death Island.
Put it in your bag of stone.
Too much good and so much.
Yeah, we gotta balance out.
Alright, so we have. Yeah, so we go back to the boater and have boat us back.
He brought us back and goes to Death Island.
I don't really want to teleport again.
You lost another boat? Like, no more boats for you.
We're making a reputation on the dock. don't go with those guys. They come back.
You don't. They come back somehow. It's like they just bury you because they're back the same day.
You're gonna hang out, get this cool red shirt, you're gonna come with us, and you
So you
may
guys
or
don't
may
want to
not
go to
get
Death
back.
Island?
What?
Death Island?
Yeah, we have to go there next.
I mean, we
I
can,
need the whole set. I need all the
can we
characters.
just ask this guy to take us instead of going back and getting a different boat?
He needs to be able to cast his wish.
It's on the other side of the island. I think
I mean,
it's further away than Fog, so I think it would be probably an all-day boat trip. But we can
I
ask.
have such bad heartburn right now.
Yeah, that's pizza and cigars. Boy.
Didn't you have brownies too?
No, you
No,
just
that was
wanted the
you.
brownies.
No, I'm in a different state than the brownies. I had milk and cookies.
For some reason they don't quite go through the webcam.
Right? The first guy that fixes that problem is gonna be rich.
Next time I expect your wife to mail me some ahead of time, so they arrive the same day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We screwed that
It's
one.
okay. Don't do it again.
Yeah. So when we get to the boat, I asked the boater, "How long does it take to
Don't know. Good luck.
I don't know, best of luck.
take us back to Myst now?"
Sure.
Okay.
As far as
We'll
we're
give
going.
you 1 gold.
No, stop giving him money. I already paid him for everything.
Thanks, Julio. Miguel Mendez.
All right, so it's about evening when you guys get back to Myst. So
I'm gonna start giving away my stuff. Here's a death ward scroll.
Joe, stop. Are you feeling okay? Are you having thoughts of hurting yourself?
Ask, care, something.
Escort.
Are those what they are? I forget.
Yeah. Here's some holy dust that you're around. Literally, I can send it to the second session.
is it
I also have something labeled rock.
Oh, that sugar's
Oh, I think it's the stone that we got in the last session. I think I just wrote down rock on my inventory sheet and pen.
rock.
Okay, so I guess when we get back, we go back to the.
It just says
That's interesting. A special inn, rock. All right, so you head back to the inn. Try to get a good night's sleep. People are still having their vigil when you get back. Although people are some of them seem to be panicking, and there's now some doomsayers out there as well, saying that some people are saying that they've already seen that the crops are withering and dying.
Have we seen it weird on the way back?
No, you guys basically just came off the beach into town. The crops are on the west side of town.
Is it spiders?
Yes, it's the spiders killing everything. And I guess probably calls it for the night. Jeff needed to get going. He almost
I have a final exam.
is way too late to be talking about.
I was gonna do it, or I was gonna study first. I guess instead.
So next session, we're going to be asking,
Yeah, sounds like it.
and then we're going to kill the hermit
Probably.
Could we murder
because he's going to be
the bad
parasite
guys?
in human form.
So you just have to assume you have to murder everyone. I mean, that's what Van does normally.
One time I accidentally killed somebody.
And yet,
And
like,
it was a ghost.
but you also like every time they go somewhere, and the first thing you ask is, "Are we gonna kill these?"